Hello, people. How you doing today? I'm going to start here from the beginning. Listen, I have not done a live in 2 weeks. Imagine that. I like doing lives, but the reality is when you're trying to build your channel and your show. Start here from the beginning. Listen, I have not done a live. When you're trying to build your show, it's better to drop videos and do premieres. I'll give you an example of that. I'm going to show you some stats for the show and how quick the show is starting to grow now because of the new game plan that's been being used. If you guys can't hear me, let me know, but I'm sure you can. And I'm actually looking very forward to doing this show, relaxing a little bit today. We're going to talk about Gene Borrello. I'm going to talk about a couple other things. But first of all, this show today will be dedicated to Teresa Murphy's dog, Marley, because Marley passed away, and Marley is MB sent me a video of Marley and asked me to put it up, and I couldn't because it was too sad for me to put up. If MB sent me a video of a person like that sick, I probably would have put it up. I have a hard time because when we have our animals, our dogs, we only get them for our cats. We get them for a certain period of our life. You know, through your lifetime, you can go through 6, 7 dogs. And each time a dog passes away, it's a very sad thing. Or if a cat passes away, even a bird, some people's turtle. I mean, it's tough when they pass away. So, this show, and like I said, Teresa, I'm very sorry to hear about your beautiful dog. And I have a black lab also named Marley, but when Deanna and I split up, Deanna got Marley. So, and our black lab's 5 years old. It's kind of funny though. We have one named Marley and you do. Well, you had one. And you know what? It's our jobs with these animals to give them good places to live, give them a good home and treat them good. I mean, that's what it's all about. You guys know Polly and how much Polly means to me. So I can only imagine what people go through when they lose, you know, and I've lost animals. Of course I've lost animals. I'm 62 years old. I've lost plenty. But I'm closer to Polly than any dog I've ever been. And when that day comes, hopefully it'll be me and her together. But who the hell knows? Okay. Let me see. I'm going to read some of this off here. Okay, let's see who's here, people. The Truth, be good, The Truth. If you're in here, I don't mind you staying, but when you get James Proctor, thank you for showing up and taking care of things today. Paul Clinton, Maureen, how you doing? Tommy Stiggs, good to see you. Gunsmoke's Transportation Around the City. Okay. Sean Smith, how you doing, Sean? I gave you something, Sean, but I'm sure you know by now. Lefty Bed Bugs. I don't mind that stuff, but I don't want you ripping people apart from other channels. If you want to rip the informants apart, that's fine. But leave the other channels alone because I don't really. That's not doing anything for this channel. Bashing those channels. Let them do the bashing. Okay, Tommy Stiggs. I'm glad you're here, my man. Evan, nice guy. Brandt, how you doing? Claudio, Gravesend, good to see you here, Gravesend, who happens to be the Fantasy Football Champion League of the first season of the league I put together. So, Gravesend, you have the bragging rights. Okay, Duck Lips, be good, Duck Lips. Don't mind if you're here, but just be respectful. Lefty Bed Bugs, that goes for you too. Jane Perry, how you doing, Jane? Victoria Young, good to see you here. Carlos, it's satire. Okay, I'm not going to do. Maddie, good to see you here, Maddie. And put up Maddie's channel, people. And Maddie, let us know the next time you're going to be doing a show. Okay, Yonkers in the house. That's MB copying me here now. Okay, and we push back through MB. Yes, that deserves to go up. Anything to give the informants a real ass beating. Steve Marinaro, Ron Gross, DeGasto, Dag Osta. I'm out to hell with that, man. Joey Aragon. Give me a live podcast or give me death. Well, Joey, I'm glad you feel that way. Daniel, how you doing? Let's see. Carol, how you doing, Carol? Bambi Palermo, how you doing? Paul Clinton, of course. C Money, how you doing? Mob Rats UK, Bill Jordan, good to see you, Bill. Tony Silo, Victoria Young, I think I called your name. If I call your name a second time here, don't take it personal. Jesse, how you doing, Jesse? Good to see you here. Reginald, Amber, good to see you, Amber. Thank you very much for showing up. Okay. The Albanian Syndicate. Okay, people. So I just wanted to read those names. We talked about the passing of Carl Murphy's, Kurt Murphy's dog, and we're going to talk about other things too. But first, I want to talk about Gene Borrello. Gene, I know you're listening, but nothing personal, Gene. When you talk about being anyone, Gene, you know, Sammy and Mikey Scars, the only thing you have in common with them is that you all ratted people out, that you all sent people to prison. But dude, you can't mention your name, and you weren't even an associate. Ronnie G had you around because he needed someone to make sure that his son stayed out of trouble, and you watched his son. That was the main reason you were around with Ronnie G. And then you're going to come on. I'm going to play this from what Gene said yesterday.
Listen, I'm not trying to get involved in this stuff. I really don't care about this stuff anymore, but it kind of bothers me with this Mikey Scars guy coming out the woodworks now and trying to fight with Sammy. You see what he's doing. Like, I'm not trying to take any sides, but, like, here's the deal. I am.
He's not trying to take any sides. You hear him? He said that twice in the video. Within a 1-minute video, he said, I'm not trying to take any sides. That's how smart this guy is.
Like, Mikey Scars, like, you're not like that, like, at all. You've been in, like, 3 fist fights your whole life. Like, you cooperated. You were facing, like, 4 days in jail. You went to witness protection, hide it from no one. Like, you know, let's just call it what it is here, all right? Sammy Gravano's on a whole different level than you, okay? So what you're trying to do is basically you're cloud chasing right now. And I got no problem saying it to your face, and I got no problem, you know, doing whatever. You're just acting like a clown right now, and you got this fanboy, Lee Cole, over here, you know, basically globbing you down.
People, I wanted you to hear that. You know something? You guys know that if you look at my videos, you would see that I never, ever have been a fanboy of Mikey Scars. I've gone after him as hard as anybody, but when Mikey Scars is right about something, you got to give him credit. Sammy, if he's right, but Sammy's very rarely right about anything. But the fact of the matter is, Gene, do you realize you're like a double A baseball player, say even a single A baseball player. These guys are major leaguers. They barely know who you are, Gene. Do you think that Mikey Scars, and then you said Mikey Scars went to jail for nothing? No, Mikey Scars actually had a murder charge. So he was looking at 4 days. See, Gene, you get your facts with Sammy Gravano. You guys make up a bunch of lies, and I'm going to tell people what those lies are today, because that's what you guys do, Gene. But the fact of the matter is he was looking at a murder charge. So you're totally wrong there. 4 days, no, Gene. Remember, you're the one that ratted on people also, and Ronnie G. You also said that you stole $300,000 of Ronnie G's money, and you took it and you went to Florida. The reality is it was $30,000. That's the reality of it, Gene. You know, you really like to inflate who you are. And a lot of guys here do it. But Gene, in the reality of it all, the only person that's lower level around here than you is probably John A. That's it. At least these other guys actually, I mean, did more work than you. They actually were associates, Gene. You weren't even an associate. You were kind of a babysitter. You babysitted Ronnie G's adult son because he just wanted to keep you around, Gene. There's no evidence that you ever shot anybody, Gene. None. No evidence anywhere that you've ever took a gun out and shot another man. You know, Gene, I tried to like you, man, but I told you in the summer, I said, once you decided to go down to Florida, I knew that it was too late for you. You know, I remember what I said to you, Gene. I said, if you go down to Florida to be with this girl, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And it's been nothing but trouble with that girl since you've been down there. But now, you know, you're trying to get some kind of street creds going up against Mikey Scars. Are you kidding me, dude? And then you said he didn't know John Gotti. John Gotti knew him real well. John Gotti did know Mikey Scars. John Gotti Sr. liked Mikey Scars. Did Mikey Scars betray John Gotti? Yes. But you're putting out stories that ain't true, Gene. Now, why don't you ever say, Gene, that John A. Light didn't know who John Gotti was? Well, he was in the house, maybe in the bathroom when he came in. They let him use the bathroom or something. But why don't you talk about that? Because John A. Light was nothing to John Gotti, but yet you're willing to say that John A. Light meant more to John Gotti than Mikey Scars? Are you kidding me, dude? Mikey Scars was a captain, dude. A captain. So, you know, you need to get your facts straight before we're supposed to believe that you are a mobster, Gene Borrello. But how can we believe if you are a mobster if you do not know how high someone was up in their ranks? You have no idea. So why is that you don't know who these people are? What, you know? So, Gene, I think what you need to do is you need to apologize. Because one, either you're really stupid, and to make stupid statements means you're stupid, especially when you make them continuously. You think you're going to intimidate people? What did you say? You're going to chase me off of here? That's never going to happen, Gene. You're not going to chase me off of here. You need to worry about yourself. You got some things coming up you need to worry about, Gene. You don't need to worry about other people. You shouldn't even be clowning around here. But I know you'll get mad because I hurt your little feelings, and you're going to go on a show and start saying a bunch of things and calling me names and stuff. And you know what? Big deal, Gene. It ain't going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing to nobody. You have enough problems in your life. So no one's going to be nervous about you, Gene. But, you know, if you want credibility back, Gene, some credibility back, admit that you were wrong about Mikey Scars. Because if you don't admit that you were wrong, that means you have no credibility. That means you're just out there saying shit for no reason. Gene, another reason why you're popular. There's no doubt you're popular when you're on here. Do you think that you're popular because people like you? No, Gene. You're popular because people like to watch train wrecks. What's more exciting than watching a fucking train wreck? I mean, I'd go, there's tracks all around here. I'd sit on the edge if I knew a train was going to wreck. And that's what you do, Gene. You're a train wreck that's going to wreck. And everybody knows you're going to wreck. They just don't know when. What woman are you going to go after? Or whose door are you going to kick in? Whose life are you going to threaten? That's you. That's who you are. You have no control over your emotions, and you say stupid things. So I'm only going to give you a little bit of time, Gene Borrello, because you're not that famous, dude. You might be famous right now for stalking a girl. And that girl and young lady, the fact that you keep going back to this guy is insane. I mean, people can only help you so much. Okay, so right now we have 188 in here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you want to donate to my show, please donate. If you also want, there's also the Cash App above, or you can donate right directly to the show underneath. It is appreciated. If you can't do it, I understand. This is usually the time of year when people can't do it. But I just figure I'd throw that out there. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay. Let me catch up on some more of these people. Yes, please subscribe to Tommy Stiggs. Tommy Stiggs is showing off, people. Now he's pushing 2,000. I'm not 2,000, not yet, Tommy. 1,100. So Tommy's gonna start becoming a threat around here. That drinking coffee thing's paying off for Tommy. I went into he was doing a show the other day. He had like 50 people watching him in the morning drinking coffee. Good job, very good job. And yes, like I said, Teresa Murphy, we're very sorry. And bless Marley's heart. And I'm way behind already, people. And I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link. If I like you, I'll bring you in. If I'm not ready for you, don't take it personal. Okay? So whoever wants to try to jump up here, try to jump up here. Okay, I'm going to talk about another thing. Sammy Gravano. Sammy Gravano was an underboss. And Sammy Gravano the other day got all mad at because let me see. Well, he got all mad the other day because Mikey Dileonardo was talking truth. And he was breaking down the tapes and exactly what John Gotti was trying to say. Mikey Scars also talked about the fact that that Sammy Gravano had one company when he came into the family, and then all of a sudden, people started getting killed, and Sammy was creating his own family within the Gambinos. He was building his own group of people, and he was doing things behind John Gotti's back. And then John Gotti started finding out about it, and started being a concern. And you had Sammy whacking people left and right. And I'll give you an example. John Gotti was in. Hey, MB, just give me 1 minute, and I just want to say what I have to say real quick. Okay, John Gotti was in prison back in the late 80s, and that's when he was told that DB wasn't being faithful to him, was talking behind his back and stuff. These are the things that he did to kill people, to take over their businesses. And people should really listen to what Mikey, and I'm not trying to give Mikey Scar more subs, I'll be honest with you. But the fact of the matter is he is telling it the way it is, and exactly what Sammy Gravano was all about. Sammy Gravano has a place in hell waiting for him. He has not shown any remorse for any way he's lived in his life. If you guys ever seen the show Ghost, when they come down the road to get him and get that killer at the end, that's Sammy Gravano. That's how they're going to come get Sammy Gravano, and they're going to drag him into hell. With that, MB, how you doing?
I'm alive. I don't, I'm not big on the mob talk because, I don't
Well,
know
that's
much about
okay.
it.
Okay,
Um,
let's talk about you. What are you doing?
well, let's say Joy's in chat. So justice for Alan Kaiser. I put her link in before, so everybody please go check out her channel.
Very good.
Um, what was the question, Dad?
So I was talking about, I was talking about the devil dragging Sammy into hell, and
Yes.
you show up with that picture on there.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, Um,
Okay.
Rumor has it that I'm Satan.
Well,
But
why do I keep hearing the rumor that you're dead? Who's doing that? Who keeps saying, like, they said you overdosed? We know that was a lie because you talked to me that day. There was no overdose.
yes.
So you got people running around saying you're overdosed and going in a drug addict's show and saying someone that's really overdosing on a show saying that you're overdosing. So why do you think they're doing this?
Why do they do a lot of things? That's a question that we'll never be able to answer because these people aren't they're not okay. I guess I don't know. The first day when the rumor was brought out on somebody's channel, I got lots of calls. People concerned, and I did go over to it was a Wednesday. I went over Angel's chat. I typed in chat because they were saying, "Oh, go ask Angel. She would know. She would know." So I typed in her chat, "I'm okay, guys. There's rumors going around." Then the weekend comes. I'm just busy. So uh, that's it. And then it turns into a game of telephone. But
I kept getting calls, people saying to me, Laura, MB's dead, Lee. I just heard she's dead. And I just get off the phone with you and people saying you're dead. And I'm like, why do people listen to other people around here if you do not know it for a fact? That's why when people died like Bofa and what's the other guy's name that died last year?
De'Alan Brock passed too. De'Alan Brock clips him.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he passed away too. Is there somebody else? Oh, the
Tommy.
Smoking Tommy guy. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't believe when people die on here because
but they believed I did.
Some of them are probably hoping you did. No, there was another guy. We're not going to mention no names of other shows here, but there was another guy that said that he would like to go to your funeral and kick your. How did he say it?
Kick the casket and hopefully it's on a hill so it rolls down the hill. Oh my God, I was dying when I saw that clip. That was hilarious.
That sounds like something from an Abbott and Costello show.
So the thing was, what happened was, I'm going to tell everybody the truth. So there was a certain person that had mob ties, and they shut down this. They asked me one time. They offered one time to shut down this amusement park for me. So I finally took this person down on the offer. Then when I get there, I mean, that was set up as a mob hit. They didn't get me, but the rumor
you're talking about Vinny. You're talking about the late great Vinny Green. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. Because he was in the mob.
I believe he died too.
He wrote his own obituary. So
yeah, guy, we got some sick people here, man. I'll tell you.
We sure do. So apparently, I went to that amusement park that was shut down for me, and when I get there, there was a mob hit put on me, but I escaped it, and I'm okay. So then they went and spread the rumor that I passed, but they wanted to say drugs because, people in the mafia, they don't talk except for these informants.
Well, how did Vinny Green die? He got hit by a bus or something?
I forget that obituary. I'm sure I got a screenshot somewhere. I forget that obituary.
So he actually wrote the obituary.
He wrote his own obituary. Yeah, true story. True story. And if anybody
you can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. You can't make it up. And if anybody ever has a suspicion that I passed, just go to the Marinara Funeral Home. And if my obituary isn't posted on their website, because
but they've been having some trouble at the Marinara Funeral Home because I hear that they've been kind of hiding the bodies and not putting them in the ground and getting paid.
Man.
Yes.
That's don't do that. Don't tell on him.
Yes. I'm very weary of the Marinara Funeral Home.
Oh, I heard something about something happened at the bingo hall, and then that's why Zio goes to the bingo hall, because he knows they're all out, halfway out the door. You get some business there.
Yeah, well, I'm just worried about who's going to die on here next. I better not say that. I'm the old guy. It might be me.
Yeah.
I remember one time that I was late for a show, and my phone started ringing off the hook because people thought I was dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you went, what'd you say? Nobody would know for days?
Yeah. I said that my dog would be eating my finger, and the apartment would smell horrible.
Well,
No,
you got
but
a lot of people that care about you.
Yeah, my sisters would call. My sisters would call. At least, but that's what you get when you're not in a relationship with people.
Stop. We'll go kidnap a new one.
Nah, no more kidnapping for me. I'm too old. I don't have a van anymore. I gave my van up.
Free candy.
I gave my van up to 3 years ago when I stopped tweeting.
You stopped cheating or tweeting?
Cheating and tweeting. Mikey Scar's coming from a well-respected family in Sicily, Tonto. You know what, Richie? You're absolutely right, because Mikey Scars was always his family's big into the mob. He always knew what he was going to do from the day he was born. That's what it comes down to. That's why I laugh when people like Gene. Gene actually came from a gangster type family, but he didn't become a gangster. He would like to tell you he did. He wrote a whole book saying that he was a gangster. And
it's like an Amazon bestseller or something. He still puts videos up, bragging about being like an Amazon bestseller, like once a week at least.
I'm telling you, the guy's a train wreck. He thinks he's popular. He doesn't realize people want to see him crash and burn.
You Texas baby butcher?
Yes, I've been called. That's my new name now, the Texas Baby Butcher, or anything Texas, the Texas Kidnapper. You're
Section 8 housing, and that's another thing. I'm blessed to have a roof over my head, big, small, whatever. I pay for it, whether you get a discount, whether you're not. That's nobody's business. You shouldn't stop explaining all that. You know what I mean? These people are too obsessed with where you live, how much you pay, what kind of income you get. You got a roof over your head.
How about last week when I put my computer up, and then all of a sudden they said that someone gave me my computer. No one gave me this computer. I have another computer my sister gave me, but not this one. This one's a spanking, paid with hard cash from YouTube.
I was dead last week, so I didn't watch much. I put recently I put her link up again if you want to put that up on the screen. But I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted everybody to know that I was all right. Just busy. We had Christmas. I was traveling. I came home for a little bit, and then I went back to visit some other family for New Year's. And then last weekend, my daughter had a cheer competition. I just been busy. That's all. It's nothing.
Just make sure you stay alive.
Yeah, and to be honest, trying to watch YouTube. There's Angel. I enjoy watching Angel. She's been doing less live. She was the one that I used to watch every day on my way to work and before I went to bed at night. I put her on for a little bit. She's been doing less lives. MRE's been doing less lives. So it just seems that there's less good YouTube to watch right now. So a lot of it I just feel is getting a little bit trashy in my opinion. And you drop premieres, and what do you go live once a week, if that now?
I haven't been live in over 2 weeks. This is my first live, and it feels good to just do a live and just say hi to people and beg for money.
I am enjoying Angel's content, though. She's putting up some good stuff with her family. I'm enjoying that.
It's not worth the fighting. It's not worth the fighting. It's better to just to make the extra money.
Right. And we say that, and when we're not perfect, there's going to be times when we're going to want to respond. It just can't be repetitive every single day. It's a new year. Let's just get back to having fun the way we used to, joking and laughing.
I have fun. I'm going to show something else too, but
You're very lucky to have some good friends and good subs who send you some of these clips and keep you up to date on some of this
Okay,
stuff.
what are you trying to say? You want me to tell everybody?
No,
that
no,
I-
no. No,
that I
no. I'm just
appreciate
saying
you?
that's what the community is about, though. We all help each other,
Yes.
Nobody's, that's it.
Angel Gotti, how you doing?
Hello, Lee Cole. Hello.
Why's your voice so
Andrew.
low, Angel?
What?
Your voice is very low.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I just put my volume up. How are you, Angel?
Good. How are you? I'm glad
good.
to see you're alive.
I'm
Am I
alive.
still low? You can hear me or no?
I can hear you good. You're doing good now, Angel.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want everybody to know that I was threatened and blackmailed to come on here.
By who?
Me?
You.
I
Both
threatened
of
and
us.
blackmailed you? Okay.
We both did. Well, you told me to do it. You were doing it at the same time. Extortion.
Yes. Well, I go on Angel's show all the time. At least Angel.
Yes, I know. I'm paying it back. I'm paying you back. Well, good. Tonight I'm
No.
doing a live at 9:00 and you can come on again.
Okay. Well, I make cash apps when I go on yours, so
Yeah, I
don't
know.
mind.
He makes more money on my streams than he does on his.
Well, I just my first live in 2 weeks, but I want to show people something to make people understand how important it is when you're in this. Doing lives every day is not a great thing unless you have that type of format. And I want to show people something that. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to put this up right here.
Hold on.
Okay. I just want to show you something right here. This is a show that I put up a couple days ago about Sammy Gravano going at it with Mikey Scars. As you can see, there's 9,000 views on it so far. There's 1,000 watch hours. I picked up 27 subscribers with that.
Do you know that can I just cut you off real quick?
Well, it's better be important. I'm talking about something right now.
Well, this kind of is important because I am kind of nosy and I investigated you a little bit. So when it says you pick up 27 subscribers, you could actually go in and see what their names are. And I've done that to you before to see if they're legit names. True story.
Yeah. This is when you get really wholesome subscribers. When you get them through when you do videos like this and you get them through this. And I made $44 in commercials on this one show.
So far, you still making more because
Yes.
it's still running.
And that's when you get these know-it-alls like Jeff Nadu that go, you got to make at least 100,000 to make any money on commercials. No, it's not about how many. It's about how long do people actually watch your video.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they only watch it for 1 minute with Jeff because he is kind of boring. But the fact of the matter, people, I want you to see this because I want you to understand. You see my subs growing, you see my views growing. So the first thing they're going to do, because this is the only way they could beat me, people. The first thing they're going to do is say that I'm buying views and subs. I could put up every show like this. This is what gets you views, and this is what gets you subs. This is the best way to do it. It's the healthiest way to do it. So instead of people doing attack videos and attacking people every day, I have an idea. Do shows. This is what it's out. I can come on here live every day, people, and make more money than this way and than doing it the other way. But I feel so much like I've accomplished so much more when I do it the right way. Angel, are you here?
I think her dog was barking, so she probably muted her dog's barking. And it actually shows because I went in one time because Lee gives me access to this, and I went in and I looked, and the names are legit names, and it gives you the date they subbed. It will actually say what's the day? The 12th.
Yeah.
So January 11th, January 10th. It tells you like the date that they subbed too.
Okay. So I just wanted people to see that. Angel, did you see that? Oh, she's still out, Angel. Ain't she?
She's busy with the animals.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. My daughter just got home from work, so the dogs were barking, waiting for her to come in. Yes, I do see that.
And that's what I was trying to say, that this is how you pick up your subs. If you really want to pick up subs.
Well, look at Maddie's comment was me and Zio's channel is growing and we bash people that deserve it. Yes, you are going to pick up subs from that. But also, when, certain people will click on your channel that are new, Maddie, but they won't know who these characters are. So they're not going to be interested. So you could mix in a little bit of content too. But Maddie's in lots of different communities too. So he's got subs coming from all over. And that's what I try to do. I try to go over to some other communities too and make some friends to bring in some different people.
And some people rely off doing lives. I'll give you an example. Angel does lives because her show is more of a live type of format where people come to the show, they hang out, they BS and have a good time.
That's what she enjoys too. Angel seems to enjoy the hanging out with her friends on
Yeah, you know what it is? The time goes by so fast that you don't even realize that you're on for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours because people keep coming in, dropping out, coming in, others come in, they drop out, and we just have a good time. We laugh. We I don't really get mad anymore.
And you always make fun of the old guy that's on your show?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I don't make fun of you, Lee Cole.
Yes. I cry myself to sleep every night.
I like when Cane Shades is on, and it's. Did you see the video? Cane Shades made a good video with Gene and Panisi. You guys check it out later after this. He put up a good video.
Okay.
The funniest time, the best time I have on my show is when Cane Shades and Lee Cole are going at it. And Cane Shades gets so frustrated, he starts cursing. I think that's so funny because he normally doesn't curse, but Lee gets him so frustrated, he starts cursing. And of course, when MRE comes on.
I've done that with everybody I've known, especially women.
What about...
You never stay on long enough. You're like a hit and run.
I know. I do my come through and go.
And be hit and run. That's what she does. She comes on, she jumps off. But the other night, Renee. Yes, we had a lot. It was really good because we had Renee on, and we had a good conversation, and then we had on Convict Inc. I love those nights. Those kind of nights I love. And I could go 7 hours. I don't even realize we're on 7 hours. It's like hanging out in my living room.
Hey, I thought Angela wanted to come on, Right Winger. So.
Oh, really?
I put that up there. If you want to come on, Angela, you're more than welcome.
Well, look how she comes on yours. She doesn't come on mine.
Well, I got to ask you. I got to ask you a question, Angel.
Yeah.
What is before we get into Mikey Scars, do we care about Mikey Scars personally for what he did?
No. Everybody thinks that, like I'm some fan of his. I'm not a fan of his at all. But
no, exactly. But I want to. Let me. Don't you cut off my questions. Let me ask.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I know how you work, Angel. You want to take over my show?
Yeah, like you take over.
I want to ask you a question. So, Mr. Gravano made a statement that nobody knew who he was. He was a hang-arounder. Did he know your father? Did Mikey Scars actually know your father?
Listen, very well. And my father really liked Mikey Scars. And so did my brother John. My brother John and him, they called each other brothers. They were very, very close. My father was very close with Mikey Scars. So I don't know why Gravano is lying. I have no idea what went on between the two of them. But I could tell you that Gravano is lying. My father knew Mikey Scars very well.
I think if Gravano's mouth is moving, he's lying.
Well, I don't watch him, but I did watch the clip when Lee put it up the other day. So I never watched Gravano. I've never watched one of his things. The only time I'll see him is if MRE does it, and shows his thing, or Lee Cole showed it the other day. I don't watch him, but he was lying. He was definitely lying, and I don't know why.
And while we got on Sammy lying, I'm going to put another thing up. I just went over once again. I did a video on his indictment and stuff and his arrest down in Arizona. He's done a couple days ago. Once again, he said that the only reason he joined a drug group down there because his son started the group, and he wanted to protect them, and he really had nothing to do with them. I'm going to read something real quick to you guys to make you understand how much of a liar this man is. Sammy Gravano was caught on wire. He was caught on a wire. He was caught on the wire. His son called him and said, "Dad, mommy wants a loan for $70," which meant $70,000. And so he said, "Okay," and he told him it was okay to do it. And then money came up missing, and they caught Sammy on the phone threatening his wife because he thought she stole the money. That's when the indictment started, because they got Sammy on the phone admitting that he was moving all this money, not his son. His son had to call him on the phone to get permission to have money sent out. Does that sound like his son's running the empire down there, Angel?
Yeah, no.
You know, so and he once again he said that everything he says is people. This man is demented and twisted. He'll just lie his ass off for no reason.
Sean said something good, that he's trying to rewrite history. Gravano is trying to rewrite history before he dies. And guys, Gravano is elderly.
Yeah.
Hervin Gill says, Lee, I didn't know you had a deep, insightful spiritual side to you. I'm impressed. You're right. Sammy has a place in hell waiting for him, without a doubt.
Yeah, he was on. He's commenting because the other night when we were on my live, and we were having a conversation. Remember about when you die and stuff like that. And he was very impressed with you that night.
Well, see, that's the thing that happens on here, people. We have people around here that make people look a certain way. You know, if you listen to people around here, I'm a kidnapper that lives on welfare in a shitty apartment with no furniture, and I'm begging for money, which you see me on here doing 1 or 2 lives a week. People can say whatever they want and make you a way they want you to be. But you know what? Angel, you talk to me every day. Do you see anything that they say about me true?
No.
Do I sound like I need money?
No. You just bought a beautiful dining room set.
That's right. Thank you very much. I just bought a beautiful dining room set.
It really is really nice.
And you know,
Ask me now. Ask me.
No, I don't trust you. Okay. Yeah, I just bought a. See, I live in a beautiful place. I'm a happy man. And I wish I paid $49 rent, but unfortunately I don't.
I wouldn't be ashamed if I paid $49 rent. I wish, but and it's none of their business. But whatever it is, you know. Yeah, and I will say this stuff with Lee, like the rumor, like Lee's the biggest snake and backstabber and all this other stuff. I know Lee a long time. Now, about a year. You know, me and him have been I want to say online friends. You know, people use the word friend loosely, whatever, online friends. And we got into our tiny little thing, whatever. We never talked about each other at that point, though. You know, even when we got into our little thing, he went his way, I went my way. You know, he's really is a good friend. He will, you tell him something, he's not going to run and tell everybody. And if you needed help with something, he would help you. You know, so these guys with their little, with all that stuff too, that you're a snake and a backstabber and all this other stuff, they're full of crap.
Well, you know something too.
They keep saying that my brother John supports my entire family, including me. That's so not true. They keep making up all this crap.
Well, you're adopted.
Oh yeah, that too.
Angel, is there any way that you guys can support me too?
I'm not giving you money.
So what is he running around with, like bags old John Jr. just runs by your house?
Absolutely ridiculous.
He
I'll
pays
talk
everybody's
about
rent.
it later on. I'll talk about it later on, but it really
No, I heard that. That's funny as hell. I actually seen that. Who was it? Asanino that did that?
Assassinino, yeah.
I gotta watch his video. I
It
gotta
was,
check that one
it
out.
was very
That's
good.
crazy. It
Asanino,
really-
that was a very good video.
First of all, nobody on here knows my private business or my brother John's business. Nobody on here knows it. I mean, Mikey Scars knows my brother John, and everybody on the YouTube universe, Mikey Scars does know my brother John very well. He did anyway.
Yeah.
Gravano didn't know my brother John very well, but he knew my father. But so did Mikey Scars. Mikey Scars knew my father very well.
Okay, I want to say Ginny.
You know who
$10.
didn't know my father? Johnny Light.
Ginny, $10. Good, honest gang. You guys are 5 hours ahead here, so I'm off the bed. Just wanted to check in. Thank you so much, Jenny.
And Steve Howard, hi, MB, glad you're alive. Yes, me too, guys. And all those people who thought that I passed, that means my kid would have been an orphan. I didn't see one person try to set up a GoFundMe.
That's disgusting. But
That was a disgusting lie
it was. Let me
to
just
spread on somebody. And I cleared it up. I did clear it up as soon as it was put out there, but I mean, people want to run with whatever they want to run with. And then it turns into a game of telephone on how it happened and this, that, and the other thing, whatever. But all right, time for me to. Oh wait. Back to the topic. And also, people say a lot of things about me on here that aren't true.
Like what?
What do you mean? Like what? Like I was just
Most
dead.
of the stuff they say about you is true. What do you mean? Give me
What
an
do you
example.
mean? What do you
You
mean?
see a lot of things-
You know me forever. I never go at people's children. Kids are off limits.
No, I'm
I
not
would
talking
never.
about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about running around all the men and all that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
You know.
I have a young girl in this house that would not be a good example if there was a new
No,
guy
it's
in
not.
here the other day.
Actually, I've only heard you with one person since I've known you here, and to be honest with you, and we talk a lot. So more lies toward people. That's what they love to do.
Again, the stuff with the kids, you know me forever. I've always, even with you, I'm like, make sure anything you put up, these kids' faces are crossed out. All about, all these kids should be off limits no matter whose kids they are. But all right, guys, I'm gonna jump off and cook some dinner. Angel, I'll check your show out later, and you guys enjoy your night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. You too.
Bye, guys.
Say good night, MB. I wanted to say Angela wrote a comment that I saw a while back, and she wanted to know if this was all like a scam that Scars and Gravano are doing so that they can, come together.
Stupidest thing I ever heard.
Why is that stupidest thing you ever heard? Talking about my friend Ange, you bully.
What am I supposed to say? I don't believe it.
So you don't believe something like that?
I've heard it not from
the
when
way
I
Scars
say,
and
let me
I'm
finish.
sorry. Wait 1 minute. The way Gravano and Franzese did it.
No, okay. When I say it's the stupidest thing, I've been hearing it everywhere. I'm not saying Angela.
Oh, okay.
I've been hearing it everywhere. People have been saying it, hundreds and hundreds of people, not just Angela. And I disagree with it because you can sense the dislike there. You could just feel it. You could just feel it. And this ain't like the Franzese thing. That always seems staged. Even that meeting they had seems staged. I don't think he doesn't come off to me as that type of guy. RJ wouldn't be part of that. I just don't see RJ being part of that. That's just my opinion. And that's why I feel the way I do.
Oh, right. RJ, I forgot. That's right.
RJ would have to be part of it.
A lot. I like RJ a lot. But let me answer this.
RJ has never showed
comment. Hold on, Bleakle. Robert Bigato. Hey, Angel, with all due respect, can we ask how often do you talk to John Jr., your brother? I was just with my brother last night, and I speak to my brother all the time. I speak to both my brothers and my sister and my mother all the time.
Yes.
But I don't know why you asked that.
And the last month, I think you've done a few things with your brother already.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And just so I finish what I was saying.
I'm
so you know,
sorry.
people, if I don't really know Mikey Scars, and if someone came forward and said Mikey Scars might be doing this, I couldn't say yes or no. But I'm saying it as someone that I don't think that RJ would ever be part of anything of that, because that would make him dishonest. He's the one guy that comes off to be very honest on here.
This is true.
That's why I say that, Angel, not because, if otherwise they could be right. But if it wasn't for RJ, I wouldn't know what to think myself. That's what it comes down to.
Well, yeah, with RJ, yeah.
Because that means he would have to be part of it, because I just can't see him doing that. But whatever about that. And once again, when I said that sounds stupid, I meant everybody saying I've seen it so many times. Not toward you, Angela, just so you do know. Joy Ferracci Gravano never earned anything on his own. He stole it. Yes, when he originally went in, and that's what Mikey Scars was saying yesterday. He said he came into the Gambino family owning nothing, and he left owning a lot of stuff because people died and he took over the business. It's fact that he took over DB's. It's fact he took over his brother-in-law's, and it's fact that he took over Louis Miletto's.
So now, I told people this, I don't know what year. It was a while back. Karen Gravano and I had gotten into something on Facebook in a messenger. And this was, I don't even know what year it was. Could have been, her father was still away. She was saying something, and I said something back to her, but I've been saying this from then. My father was starting to get wind of what was going on, what Gravano was doing behind his back. And that is what is coming out now. And what's going to come out also is that there are Gravano tapes. Everybody thinks that there's only Gotti tapes. There's Gravano tapes. Gravano was caught on tapes as well. And what's going to come out also is that my father was never throwing him under a bus. My father was never telling him, you take the fall because I have to be out there. It's quite the opposite. My father, and if you see some of the recordings that are out there now, was saying, when I go to jail, I want you to be in charge. So how could he be saying, you're going to take the fall for me? My father would never, ever do that.
And here's an Angel. Here's a statement that he made yesterday during Mikey Scars made. He said that Sammy was creating all these construction contractor companies that's constantly here. He only had Marathon Construction originally when he came in, but ended up gaining or establishing new companies through murder. So that's a very serious accusation. So, but he must know something to come out and say something like that. Wow. And then this is important. Sammy had requested permission to kill Robert DiBernardo. And Sammy said that DB was talking behind John's back and was granted permission. This request, however, happened when John was in jail during his 1987 racketeering charges. That means that Sammy went and told him about DB talking behind his back while he was sitting in jail. And these are the things we do not hear, people, that Mikey Scars is putting out there. Whether you like him or not, he is putting this stuff out here. And
well, I could tell you this. I don't watch Mikey Scars either, but I did watch some of that this morning. I watched some of it. And this is the thing that I could say. He knew my father, okay? He knew him. He knew my brother. They all liked each other. He was part of my brother's, I don't know what you want to say. They knew each other very well. So for him, when he did what he did, now my father already passed. My father already died. So, but that broke my brother John's heart. Like that really did. That broke his heart that that Scars did this, because my father when my mother didn't really trust Mikey Scars, but my father turned around and said to my mother, I was on that visit. I was sitting right there when he said, you don't have to worry about him. And he turned out to be wrong. But that really, really, it really bothered my brother when
see, Angel, that's the information you can give that nobody else can give when you say things like that.
Yeah.
So your father's there, and your father says to your mother, "Mikey's okay." So that tells. So Mikey fooled everybody, and I could see why your brother was devastated because his best friend did it to him.
Yeah.
Well, very good friend.
Yeah.
And Tommy, you know, what do you when you hear a story like that? What
It's
do you
very
think?
interesting, Angel. I think your father kind of felt that Mikey was kind of like a second son to him, and your brother felt like he was a true brother to him. Versus, your dad meeting Sammy later on, kind of in life, there weren't the true brotherhood that probably Mikey and your brother had. So that's the devastating aspect of it. It's like a true brother, turning on a brother. Really, what that probably felt like.
Well, I mean, my brother's best friend was Bobby Borrello.
Yeah.
Bobby Borrello and my brother were best friends. But Mikey and my brother were very close too, very close.
So one of your brother's best friends got killed, right?
Yeah.
And the other one, I guess you could say, into life, his other best friend turned. It's crazy. It's terrible.
When you think about it,
because my mother, my brother would say no, that he's my brother, and my mother would say no, you only have two brothers, my brother Frankie Boy and my brother Peter, and he would, you know what I mean? My mother would say, no, you only have two brothers, one's alive and one is gone, but because my mother never trusted that, and she didn't trust Mike Scars either. But and my brother would argue and say, "Don't tell me that's my brother."
Moms
and look
know.
what the brother did.
Moms know. Moms know. Your mother knew what was what.
She didn't like Gravano at all.
I don't think many people like him. His own wife didn't like him.
Nah.
No, she didn't like him at all. She knew. She told my father. She told him. She said it from day one.
Yeah. I don't think the two of those guys will get together, Lee, because I do think, you got Mikey Scars did what he did, but he has 125 years of this history in his blood, right? I don't think Sammy had history before he got into the life on his own. So it probably tears Scars up. It probably eats at him daily.
I believe that it really bothers him.
I do too.
I truly believe it bothers him.
So do I.
I don't think that it phases Gravano at all.
I don't either. And I think he's got that defense mechanism built into him. And you could see these guys that have the violent defensive mechanism in them versus someone that feels bad about what they did. But you could see a difference in the personalities, and the guys that are fighting it, and you could feel it. It's tearing them up, and they're putting defense, and they're putting on other people, and you could see Mikey Scars is called no excuses because he really has no excuse. From what I gather, he went bad because he felt bad. He took being shelved to heart. Now today guys they'd rather be shelved, right? Some of them, but back then being shelved is like, you're really being demeaned. He was only facing apparently 8 years. Is that correct?
Yep.
8 years.
Angel, I just got it real quickly. How many times was this man in your home?
Never. Once. I'm lying. Once. One time.
How about the guy next to him?
Never. I don't even know who that is.
They never came together.
Who's that?
No, who is the guy? That guy is from Brazil or something. The guy
Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Lee? Well, Lee, where'd you get that guy from? Who is that?
Some fun. I love showing that picture. I don't know.
Where did you find that guy? Who is that? Lee, you're crazy.
Stiggs, let me ask you a question. Did you ever go shirtless and put your arm around another man when you were in jail?
When I was in jail, I didn't do it. When I was at the beach, I didn't do it. When I was in the street, I didn't do it. Absolutely not. Never.
No sweaty shots like that, with smiles on your face.
No, my God. Oh, my God.
I like to know who the hell put that picture? Don't tell me he put that picture out there.
That's crazy.
Who is that? I don't even. That's some guy from Brazil. That's when he was in Brazil.
But Angel, look at the way he has his arm around him.
Yeah, that's not normal when you're sweaty and in prison and you're
That's not okay. It's not okay.
Not okay.
The only time we're naked next to anybody is when you're being strip searched, and that's it. Your clothes go back on, you go back in your cage, and that is it. That's a minute after a visit. Other than that, there's none of that going on. You're crazy.
B1 says that photo's a little suspect.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I don't think but really, I don't think those two guys will get together. I think Mikey Scars despises Gravano. I really do.
Yeah, I do that, but I believe if I had to make a choice, only my main reason was because RJ comes across to me as a guy with 100% dignity, and why did that go back up there? Okay. 100% solid dude that he went up to be part of that. That's just how I feel. When it comes to these informants and gangsters, I don't trust any of them.
And then you go back to what you were talking about, the other two, the guy that you opened up with. There's a lot of things that people don't understand. Some guys are made to think that they are more important than they really are. So they were used for certain things. I'm not saying Johnny Light didn't go crack somebody with a bat, but they were being used because there are aspects inside the life and people are used for certain things. So they're going to send the other guy to go rob a payroll, the first guy you had on, and that's what they're going to use them for. They don't realize they're getting used. They're not respected. They're just being used. There's a whole chart of people doing different things, and those two were used for whatever the heck they needed to be done.
You have a lot of guys. You think they had guys like that in New Jersey that just were being used to do the real dirty stuff?
Everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. I've seen it with my own eyes. There are guys they use for that, and they say, send such and such to do that because that's all they are. They're disposable. So those two guys were basically disposable.
They can afford to lose that person by
exactly. They're actually a loose link, and after they're done with them and they do all the work that they need to do for them, they get rid of them next. That's just the way it is. That's the way it should be.
Angel, is that how you were?
How was I?
Where you just used people and threw them away?
Did I use people and threw them away?
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
That's okay. It's nuts. That's what those guys were used for. That's all they were used for.
I'm texting with my daughter because we're trying to decide what to eat for dinner, and I really wasn't listening to you, so I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, I thought that would get your attention. Tell Chucky once again. Chucky's interfering with my show. That's some BS right there. Tell her to take her 5'1", 100-pound butt and stay out of it.
Normally we cook every night, but waiting on a pot for the oven because the oven is broken. I'm waiting on a pot. It's coming tomorrow. So tonight
I'm gonna put up a show on Chucky.
No, I'll leave her alone.
I'm going to do like a 2-hour special on Chucky.
Angel, I don't know if you can see it, but there's your book right there, Shadow of My Father, and there's your sister's book, Victoria's book.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
See?
I keep my books over here when I do my shows. I got the boys from New Jersey. I got a whole bunch of them here.
Have you guys ever seen a bigger ass kisser than Stiggs?
Never. I'm not an ass kisser.
I got Angels. Where's my book?
Never happened. Never happened. I respect everybody the same. They all know that.
Where's my book, Stiggs?
Put a book out, buddy. I put it right there. You can write a book right now, Lee. You do know that. You can write a book.
Oh, I'm not touching that one.
No, I don't. No. Oh my God.
Okay.
No, seriously. Everybody knows I don't like any of this stuff. Yeah. I know nothing about it, but when certain things come up, I'll run and I'll go check my brother's book and see what my brother said about certain things, and we'll talk about that tonight.
Yeah.
And Joey Aragon was always a top-notch person here. I think
there's the speckled hen. I wonder who you used to be. This is a guy from
why you cut me off? I was ready to reach out.
UK.
You're taking over my show, Angel.
It's
When-
just such idiots on here,
Joey,
Yeah,
Eric,
especially UK people who don't live in
Not
this
Angel.
country.
Angel, you know
Sorry,
what it
man.
is? Angel, you know what it is? When you get their attention like that, you own them for a minute. You're owning them right now. You're in
Okay.
their space right now. You got
damn
them.
it, can I read Joey's remark? Okay, I
Go
want to
ahead,
put
go ahead,
something,
go ahead,
I
go
got to
ahead.
put something into it. Joey says Lee is underrated. The guy works endlessly to put out videos. He is honest when
Yeah.
he calls people out.
He does
See, that's a
split.
smart
I
man.
see we're in the borough of Lee tonight.
Yeah, we're in
Well,
Leesboro.
Angel, do I ever come on your show and try to take it over?
Yes,
Yeah, I think you may have it from time to time. Yeah, you might have.
every single time.
You hear
Oh
people
my
say that
God.
all the time. Lee goes over there and says stuff over there that he won't say on his channel.
You even say it. Angel, don't let me kick you off my show.
That Aragon account I just put up, Cuban B said that's one of my sock accounts. Oh, I got bad news, people. Rest in peace, Vinny Green.
Oh, leave Vinny Green
You're
alone.
crazy. You are nuts.
Angel gets mad when people go.
We are so sorry for you, Teresa.
Yeah. Sorry, Teresa.
Oh, so sorry for you.
I got mine right here. 14 years. He's not great. He's not well. He just lays around. And it's a little tough for me because, we got this dog. We rescued him. He was in a street in Mississippi, all matted, all just a mess. And me and my ex-wife and my kid, we rescued him. And then a divorce happened. And I got so close to him while we were married. And now I don't, I get him here and there, but I got him for about 4 days right now. So he's my baby boy. So it's cool.
Yeah.
When you rescued him, you feel a little something. It's you gave him a new life.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys probably been through this already. I never experienced this loss yet, and I can only imagine what
Oh,
it
it's
is.
horrible. Horrible. I can tell you, I have about seven.
Wow.
If I have a dog for 15 years and if I have a wife for 15 years, if I'm given a choice for one of them to go that night by my
Yep.
wife.
Yep.
Actually, we talk about this because Teresa Murphy just lost an animal.
Yeah. Mhm.
And she lost. It was kind of. I didn't realize that she had a black lab named Marley, because that's what Deanna and I have, a black lab named Marley. And when Deanna and I went our separate ways, she got Marley. And Marley has a big backyard now, is in heaven.
Did you have another dog when you guys split, Lee, that you took and she took?
We had three of them. We had 3 dogs and a cat. I got Polly because Polly hates everybody.
Was there separation anxiety for Polly?
No,
Wow.
Polly was happy when everybody left because she got the house to herself.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's a greedy little bitch.
Yeah, I'm new to all of this stuff. I don't even
Yeah. No, but my other dogs, I miss them, but Polly and I have always been really close. And
Listen,
it's amazing though what our animals mean to us. It's
They
absolutely.
get you through these times.
Oh,
It's-
sure they do. Sure they do. I find
Yeah.
myself for 5-6 hours talking to Polly, and she's looking at me like, "What the hell are you saying?"
Lee.
Polly's like, "All I hear is."
Oh my God. You are something.
Look at Angel talks to her cats,
Ah,
right, Angel?
I don't know.
What?
Not full conversation.
Yes, I do. I talk to all animals. When I'm leaving the house, I tell my animals where I'm going and how long I'm going to
Oh.
be.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes, I do. I talk to the cat outside. I talk to all animals. My
Ay,
dog,
ay, ay.
I tell them when I'm just running somewhere quick, I tell them, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And then when I'm going out for like a while, I'll tell them, I'll see you later, but I miss you.
Yeah,
So they
nice.
know.
they know.
Vinny
They
Green
know.
was probably meant, Vinny Green, the YouTuber. I don't think he meant it to be faking his real life. Well, I don't know. All I know is that he passed away and he's missed. We have a lot of discussions about Vinny Green because a lot of us here were very devastated. Stiggs was crying when he called me on the phone and said, Vinny's gone. Vinny's not with us no more. Right, Angel?
What happened?
God, Angel, you do the same thing on my show.
Everybody
Because
was upset
I'm crazy
when
with
Vinny
my daughter sitting here.
Oh,
when
your
Vinny
daughter's
got.
there?
No. And then I have my son texting me, my daughter.
Well,
I'm
you got it.
sorry. So Vinny Green was probably meant Vinny Green, the YouTuber. I don't think he meant it to be him faking his. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I took away from that as well. That he was saying so long, goodbye. Vinny Green is gone.
I always felt like you, Angel, had a special part in your heart for Vinny Green.
Why?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you see
You
that?
were infatuated with him.
Oh, that's not true. I didn't even know Vinny Green. I had no idea. I didn't know him. He was always in my chat, always very nice to me. So I didn't have a problem with Vinny Green. I had
Listen,
no problem with him whatsoever.
If they're right to you, you're going to be right to them. You know, it's just a
Yeah.
matter of mutual respect back and forth, I guess. Lee, did you have an issue with him or no?
Oh, a couple times, but nothing major. Once we,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was talking, but he used to talk about how he was in Brooklyn and how everybody came down to his club and they all hung
Listen.
out. And
Listen.
I carry guns and I'm 6'9".
It's the ones that talk that you do not have to worry about. I'm guaranteeing you that it's typically the ones that talk like that shit are the ones you don't have to worry about.
Yeah. I see. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
Angel, what does this mean? Gene was a male babysitter that beat up some kids at the park.
Don't ask me any questions on Gene Borrello.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's change the name. Sammy Gravano was a male babysitter that beat up some kids at the park. How's that?
I pass.
You see
Sammy
that,
did some-
Gene? Angel's being very good with you.
No, it's
See,
not that I'm being very good with him. I'm passing on questions that have to do with him.
Yep. Sammy did some serious damage. Do you think he had to come here and testify against Cabert? I don't think he had to. You think he had to put the captain over here away for life and let him die just like John did in a cage? I don't think he had to. I think Sammy could have picked and choose where he went to testify.
So who did he testify that?
In my
Tommy-
neighborhood, Bobby Cabert. He was
Now, explain to us who Bobby Cabert was.
Bobby Cabert was one of John's favorite men in Jersey, and when John went away, he was definitely considering switching the power to our neighborhood, to Belleville, New Jersey. That's pretty much a guarantee. But then Sammy came here and testified against Bobby. Bobby died in a cage of cancer, and John died of cancer in the cage. All within about, I'd say, around a year after he went on John, he came here and testified in Newark. I don't know if the trial was in Newark, but the guy was from Belleville. So Bobby Cabert was very, very liked by John. And Sammy took Cabert on a hit in the Bronx. Anyway, I'll get into all of it. But he was a liked individual within the family, and he was being looked at as being a successor. They were switching the power to here because I guess Sammy was taking out so many levels out there. He went down so many levels of putting people away. They had to divert.
That goes to what the hell are you talking about? Threatening and blackmail?
Because I said that you threatened
Yeah,
to blackmail me.
To come on.
Oh,
That was
wondering.
before Lee, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I am kind of slow. I'm going to try to catch up here a little bit more. Boy, I'll tell you, time goes quick when you're on. It's amazing.
it does.
Exactly. I told you.
It does.
I took your advice, MB. It looked into other communities, and it really does work. Yes, it does, Maddie. Especially
What?
the number one thing for picking up subs, though, is put up good quality.
Yeah.
Or you could drive around 5:30 in the morning drinking coffee.
You're crazy.
That seems to work.
I just do 20, 30. I do like 30 minutes in the morning, and that's it. I just get a topic. I hit it. I have coffee with that crew. We
Hey,
get about 30 people.
Tommy, let me ask you a question. What time do you get up in the morning?
I start work at 4 a.m.
Oh, you work at 4 a.m.? What do you do 4 a.m.?
Just about the time Angel's show is finishing, I'm starting work. Sometimes I'll catch MRE at that hour or, somebody else, but I work for a medical device company. I really made good after I got a second chance at life. So I've been legit for 27 years. Came out of jail a little bit that I did, and I got blessed with an opportunity. So
Should we let this guy jump in, Angel?
Who is it?
You're crazy. How long ago was that? You're nuts.
Tommy?
Yes,
Right
Angel.
here. He's nuts. Angel,
And
he's
you
back
make
in the
fun of
beginning of
me
the chat.
Yeah, but you know what? He makes fun of me because I get so far behind in the chats, and meanwhile, he's doing it right now as well.
Yeah, but I have a lot of people, Angel.
The chat's hard to follow for you guys, I'm sure.
Yes, it is.
My high was like 60 people or so. I
Yeah,
never
but
probably.
but your show's building slowly. I noticed,
Yeah.
Stiggs. It's
Yeah.
like you don't have the 5 or 6 like you used to have. I mean, you get a nice little crowd in there.
Oh yeah.
That like a bunch of coffee heads,
That's it.
and you guys all wake up drinking coffee, and by the time you leave the house, you guys are all
Can I answer Bob?
you can answer
Bob.
wherever you want.
From my understanding of all of that is that it was kill or be killed. So that's
Wait.
the only thing I'm going to say to you, Bob.
I don't
Go
see
ahead.
that. I don't
Yeah.
see that
Okay.
comment.
Boy, I just got up to some of my donations that I put up already. If anybody wants to donate or send me a cash app, you could do it.
I
If you
missed
want to
that,
send
Angel.
Angel a cash app, you could do it. If you want to send Stiggs a cash app, you could do it. But I prefer
didn't
that
see
you
that.
send it. I prefer you
Yeah.
send it to me, not them.
You're putting the work in, Lee. You're putting the work in. Angel, I didn't see that comment. That's why I'm saying.
No, that's okay. I saw
Oh.
it.
Okay.
It's at least very far behind.
Yeah, I'm
So
catching up
Angel,
right now.
Angel, you're changing your. It seems like you're getting into a whole different vibe on your show. Is that right?
Yes, I'm not responding to
Love it.
vicious moron liars anymore.
Beautiful. The sky's the limit for you.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I
Good.
said everything that I had to say. It's all in there. They can go
Beautiful.
through any show they want. I am not responding to the liars and the morons anymore.
Speckled Hen wants to know what I'm taking you to Sparks Steakhouse.
Yeah, that's the question I answered before, Lee.
Oh yeah.
What did you say? That's kind of
Not
funny.
from this. Speckled Hen is from the UK somewhere.
What's AB asking about John Panisi? Guy says he's the owner of John's. These guys put out too much content, and they have to. They put out stories about people that. Why? What's the purpose of this? John Panisi's stories. He's putting out stories about guys that are, you. I just don't understand. Anyway,
Well,
I don't
you
understand.
guys, if John
He's
Panisi-
another liar. He's a liar.
I
he
just
is
don't
another
get it.
Yeah,
we're
he's
supposed to
another
believe a
one
guy
of the lies.
that was a made man for a year has all these stories.
My friend's in Raybrook right now because of him. 3 years. My dear friend is in Raybrook right now. Well, listen, not saying he wouldn't end it up in Raybrook, but he had to take a plea because he was facing 20, and John Panisi was scheduled to testify against him.
Okay, I'm going to let you read this and tell me what you think about this, Tommy.
About John Panisi, the owner of Covenant, sent on to address an issue with his nephew. Then he puts up a pic of the old man. You see, that's what I mean. Why?
So he put up
Why?
a picture of a guy that's
Yep.
around, and
Why? What's the purpose of that?
well, he does that. Jimmy Clandor do that. They do that. It makes no sense.
See, that's
They'll mention made guys' names.
just don't bother with that. See, like scars or not, hate them, love them, despise them, whatever it might be. As far as what you call it, rat tube goes, he will own that shit because he does it the right way in that aspect of the YouTube. He's not doing any of that. He's not doing any of that. So he will be the lone survivor, I believe, if there is one. It's going to get played out eventually. Can only go so far.
And Tommy, Sammy's 78 years old, and he looks like Joan Rivers. I mean, he's had more facelifts, more. You see the way his face looks now?
Well, here's what's going on, Lee. I think you speaking about informants is going to do much better than speaking about all these stale old stories about, all these stories from the wise guys, from the former wise guys or the rats. I think someone, picking an informant once a week or two, whatever you might do, and just doing a show on that is where it's at. I don't think the other aspect of it. And you have to remember something. Guys are coming out now. They're coming out of prison right now. Tommy Reynolds just got a nice reduction in his sentence. I say a nice reduction. He got down to 7 more years, and he's going to be out, Tommy Reynolds.
How many years is he going to wind up doing? 40?
He got 42. I'm going to think they knocked off 11 or 12. He transferred out of Raybrook. He went to Otisville. He's in Otisville right now to finish up. And Fabrizio's actually out or getting out like getting out now. So these guys are coming out. But I will tell you this: they want no part of this YouTube. Apparently, they don't want any
Well,
part
if
of
they're
this.
real guys, why would they want it? You know.
But it's going to calm these guys down a little bit. Watch what happens. They
Some
thought there's
guys
no.
that-
They
yeah.
thought there's nobody to to go on the other. They think there's nobody. People think they could just
Because
speak on
now
here.
they can debunk
Yeah.
these idiots' lies. That's what it is. And they don't have to do it themselves. They just have to find somebody, like maybe they contacted Lee and they tell Lee, listen, this is what really happened. Put it out there. That's what they can do. They're not going to come on here and do
And
it.
I've already had that happen to me. You're absolutely right, Angel.
Yeah.
That's happened.
That's how it's going to go, Angel. You're correct. That's probably how it's going to go.
I have one guy that I speak to all the time. He gets furious the things that he hears on here from the informants, the things they say to build themselves up.
So does my friend inside. He doesn't, but he's like, you gotta just stay away from it. You gotta just stay away from it. It's hard, but we take it to heart, I guess, in some respects, especially people that have friends that are jammed up because of these guys, and they're just running their mouths over here. It's.
I want you guys' opinion of this question. Sammy looks like an albino ET with a shaved head.
Hey, he's older and he's sick. What's he gonna look like? He's just trying to hang on.
He seems like he gets around good enough.
They could wheel it. They could wheel you anywhere. Remember Weekend at Bernie's? They made him look like he was alive.
Neutral Drop. Long time no see. It's good to see you here, my man.
Yeah, this was a nice little show that you had tonight.
Yeah, Neutral Drop says real guys don't want to talk on YouTube.
Exactly.
And once again, people, you guys want to go to Neutral Drop. He has a huge channel. I think he has a couple of Neutral Drops. What do you got? A couple 100,000 viewers subs by now. He has a couple 100,000 subs.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Good.
What is his content?
He goes out and buys some beat up cars, and then they'll run them into the ground on the regular driving around roads and stuff. It's actually very entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Yes, very
240. He said 240. 240,000?
Oh, 240,000. Okay. And I'm not going to mention who his son is, but his son has a very successful YouTube channel too. That's his place to mention his son. I'm not going to do it.
Interesting. I love that stuff.
DP, good show tonight. I really like the trio you've got on right now. Great chemistry, all three of yous. Yeah, well, Tommy's shutting down his channel. He's going to start working with me, and we're going to have coffee. We're going to have coffee here. We're going to do a 5 o'clock coffee show every day.
Oh my God.
Got good people right here. We are all respectful individuals on this show right here. This is what we do.
Okay, Neutral Drop's son is, he said I can say his name, is, oh my God.
I got a sub to Neutral Drop. Let me see. Where is it? Is his link in there?
Dash Cam's is his son. The young, good-looking kid that drives around with the dash cam in his truck.
Could somebody drop his link so I could sub real quick? What is it, Lee? What's that link? 4 away from 1,100. Come on, people. 4 away.
Well, you got his son's Moody's dash cam.
And, is it really?
Yes, and the Neutral Drop also.
Neutral Drop. I got to see if I can find that. Neutral Drop.
And I think I'm pretty sure that Neutral Drop got his son into it. And
he does nice shows. Yeah.
I watched the show of his the other day. I loved it. It was really good. It's and what I noticed is when he first started out his show, he was like me. He didn't know a lot of things.
Okay, I just subscribed to Neutral Drop.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm looking forward to watching his show. Okay, good.
Now,
Neutral Drop, just up to you.
Now, Neutral Drop, here's what you got to do. You got to go over and get your 140,000 people to come sub to me.
And me. And Angel. All 3 of us, right?
I think Angel fell asleep.
No, I'm here.
Angel's trying to do life over there. She's just kids and the dog and this and
Yeah.
that, all at the same time.
I'm here.
It's hard
I'm
to
just
do.
my son is streaming with my grandson, so I'm trying to say hello in his chat.
That's on the video game, right?
Yeah,
Angel,
got it.
hey, guys, this is a very good question. There are
Yes,
2
sir.
psychopaths and 1 narcissist on this panel.
Oh wait, let's figure this one out. I love guessing games.
Okay.
Come on. Who is
Two
it?
sociopaths.
Who is
I
it?
think
One
I think
narcissist.
Angel.
I am not the narcissist.
No,
I am
think
the sociopath.
Stiggs is the narcissist. I think
What?
we're the psychopaths.
Stiggs, no, you're the narcissist, and Stiggs and I are the sociopaths.
There you go.
Why
You're in the
why do
closet.
I have to be the narcissist? Every one of my wives used to call me a narcissist. So why do
There
I
you
got to
go.
be one?
So, well,
Okay.
you just answered
Well,
your own question.
There you go. You did.
So I'm the okay, so you guys are 2 psychos and I'm a narcissist.
Yes,
So which is worse, the psychos or the narcissists?
the narcissist.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, is that how it goes?
But 2 psychos could put 1 narcissist in the trunk. We can definitely pull that off.
Okay, people, what do you guys think? Who do you think is
Without
the narcissist
remorse.
here? Hey, you know what, Ron Scaleman? That was a good question. Keep them
That was
coming. Do you have
great.
any
Yes,
more?
it was great.
You see that? If you did that at another show, they would have went, block him, get him out of here.
Come on.
Not here.
Not
like-
me, not me.
We have a good
either.
time. We have a good time, man. That's it. Oh my God, this is great. That's funny.
So, guys, who do you think out of us 3 would be the narcissist?
I
That's the
just
question.
said you.
We said you.
No, you
Synonymous.
said that. I want the audience to say who.
Okay. Sammy said,
Okay,
Please
so
hit the like button, please.
yeah,
okay,
like it.
So
Hit
give
that
me
like.
what's your definition of a narcissist, Tommy?
Crazy, controlling, demeaning, just not a nice individual. But I don't think that is you, Leah, in all honesty.
Damn, Angel.
Well, American Made says just because Lee says he is God's gift to YouTube doesn't make him a narcissist.
There you go. American Made had a nice show. I was on his first live the other night. I was his guest.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was good, Angel. Check it out if you guys can.
Okay, so here's the actual symptoms for narcissist personality disorder. One of several types of personality disorder is a mental condition. Yes, I definitely have a mental condition in which people have inflated sense of their own importance. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I know somebody like that.
A deep need for excessive attention and admiration. That's not me. We know who that is.
Yeah.
Troubled relationships. That's me. And a lack of empathy. No, I got a lot of empathy for other
No,
people.
you do.
But behind the mask, extreme confidence lies. Okay.
Okay, that's good. So you're 3/4 of a narcissist.
No, I'm like a half a narcissist because I do have empathy for people.
And what are we? Full psychopaths, Angel? We're full psychopaths or what?
I don't know.
There's no doubt that Angel's nuts.
Bright Eyes wants to know, is Scars really John Jr.'s son's godfather? The answer to that is yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yep. And that's why I say what I say about
And
they were
John,
like
my
brothers
brother
and-
John has 6 kids, and guess who's not a godfather to any of his kids?
We know,
That's
right?
someone who sounds like they're really mad right now.
What?
You.
No, of course I'm a godmother to his kids. No, but guess who's not a godparent to one of his 6 children?
John A. Light.
Yeah, that's it. Bingo.
John A. Light's going to do a show and say that he's 3 of them.
No, he's not.
Could somebody please drop American Made's channel if you want to see his first live? We had a nice show the other night, me and him. I helped him
Look at
get it
that.
going. I
Look
helped
at
him
that.
with helped
You
him
guys,
set up StreamYard.
you guys are controlling my show. What the hell?
No, come on.
Damn, you're there shouting out to these other channels.
You were
and
good,
then
Lee.
Angel's up there taking over.
You called me as soon as I hit that 1,000. You were the first person. You called me. No, you didn't text me. You didn't send me a message. You called me immediately, and you said, "Stiggs, you did it in a what was the word? Organically? Organically? What'd you
Can
say?
someone block X Canarsie? He says Angel has no flaws.
Angel
Well.
Lee has no flaws.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Block
Don't block
him.
him.
Don't block
you
him.
block him.
No.
Picking up for you. Angel,
kidding.
Lee has no flaws.
That's right.
No, Lee has some flaws.
Oh, I got a shitload of them.
We all got
Yeah,
them.
he does.
We all got them.
Yeah, we all do.
Oh, can it be? Lee Mole controls the show.
Can it be? Yes, he controls.
Very good chat tonight, Lee.
Here's another one, Angel. Lee and Angel will part ways at some point. Watch and see.
Yeah,
Uh,
SBK.
Death's a bitch. Death's a bitch.
No, Lee and I, we kill each other. We do. We fight.
No, we don't even fight. They're like little snips.
You know what I mean. Lee will say, Lee will tell me something, and I'll say, oh, and I go to give him the other side of the argument, and he gets mad at me, and I tell him,
That's right. I don't want to hear the other side.
He never wants to hear the other side, but I do that with everyone.
There's two sides to every story, mine and mine.
Yeah, that's true. So I will give him the other side to his theory or whatever his idea or his something. And he will argue. He gets loud. He'll get louder with me, like Angel, listen to me. And I go, Lee, you're asking my opinion, and I'm telling you what the other
like
side.
that. I go like this. You better shut up, you bitch.
No, you do not ever do that. You never talk like that to me.
Look at these names they come up with. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Joey D'Angelo. Half the
Zero
people don't even know. This guy, Joey D'Angelo, comes up with the name. Joey D'Angelo. Most people don't even know who Joey D'Angelo is, but if you know some of that life, you'll know who Joey D'Angelo is. That's crazy.
Oh, Ron Skillman.
Well, if you followed my brother's trials, you'd know who Joey
Oh,
D'Angelo
okay. All right.
is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're going to put Ron Skillman up here. I want you to answer this. This is for you. Tommy can't shine Angel's shoes. He's a nobody.
Oh,
That's correct.
so mean.
I am a nobody. That is correct.
That's
And I'm
so
good like this.
That's so mean.
I'm good like this, though.
We'll put him up here because it makes him feel good. Because
Yeah.
he's probably sitting at home.
Great to be a nobody. It is awesome.
Lee will never be as wonderful as I am. I will always be Angel's favorite senior citizen.
And this is true, Ziolesso.
There you go. You guys are nuts.
The jealousy level around here is incredible. all the guys, all the guys over 60 want Angel, even though she's happily married.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
I thought you were going to say, no, I'm not.
No, they don't.
What question
that's
is?
so funny.
This is a no flip side of the coin with Lee. Okay.
There is a no flip side. You're
Ron
right, BK.
Angel is sort of like gangster, right?
No, not at all.
Come on, see, Ron, you're becoming part of the family now, Ron. We'll let you hang around with us. We'll hug you when you need it.
Angel has a different side to add to a lot of this stuff. She has the down to earth aspect of it to add to this stuff, which is great.
There's a lot of this stuff I don't know anything.
Exactly. You're not supposed to know it. You think my mother knew what stuff?
Exactly.
My mother didn't know what I was doing. She was
There's a lot that I don't know.
not supposed to. It's a good thing.
Exactly.
Okay, Ron's up the. Ron sounds very angry. Lee is the guy who platformed Underwear Bandit Danny Trio. What a joke!
Lee is the guy who platformed the Underwear Bandit. Oh, that what? Why don't you
And
leave?
you know what's
Danny
bad, Ron?
alone?
You know what's
Danny's
bad,
not
Ron?
on here anymore. Leave him alone.
Yeah, but Ron, Danny came over and visited me, and when he left, my underwear were all gone.
Oh, that's
My two pairs of underwear were gone.
That's mean, Lee Cole. Here's Lucifer. Lucifer said, Angel is an amazing woman and mom. I know her for a very long time.
Okay,
This is nice.
Asanino says it's impossible to agree with everything unless you're part of the Rat Squad.
Exactly, or a cult. I'm sorry, but I have my own mind, and I have my own opinions, and I'm not going to just follow somebody just because I was never like that ever. So if I have my own opinion, I'm going to say it.
Sodone 2324. I asked the question on Sammy's podcast about Mikey's scars, and now the world is going to hell. I was just curious. Are you the one that dropped him $499 to ask that question?
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to tell you, one of my followers did. I don't. He didn't say how much, but he did give a few dollars to Sammy. I think it was to Sammy the Bull to get a question answered, and he never answered. He robbed them. So that's what they do.
Sammy
Anybody
robbed somebody?
give him
That's
money
bullshit.
to answer
Sammy
a
does not.
question. He's only going to lie anyway.
That's what these guys do because
But he is right though. So Sodom, if that is you to ask that question started a whole bunch of shit. So you did a good job, my man.
yeah, good job.
He said he
Yeah.
just dropped $15.
Who?
He said I just dropped 15.
Yep, and a sub on my show, a follower on my show, same thing. Gianni, I think it was Evan, one of the guys on my channel, Evan, who does short videos, and he's a young kid, and he wanted to interested in it. You got to remember, we're a little older. We have probably 2 or 3 generations going on right here, right? So we see it a little differently. Now the young guns, they're a little more intrigued. It's a little different for them. What we saw, guys, right here, the 3 of us saw in the past 50 years will never be seen again. We are the end of any experience of what took place. It's over after this.
What do you think
So
about that?
they're intrigued a little bit, They missed the boat, basically.
I think it's
Tommy Stiggs,
crazy.
are you drinking coffee right now?
No, I had a glass of wine. I just had a Pinot Grigio. That's it.
Okay. 3 people can keep a secret as long as 2 are dead.
Chris Thomas, that's funny because before Jeff Nadu and his buddy got mad at Angel, I have a video on one of my shows where he said he absolutely was not. But see, this is what happened. They got mad at Angel, and so they decided they were going to flip it over and call Junior Gotti a rat. Absolutely not true. And you know what? I don't care anymore. Who cares? My brother doesn't lose 1 ounce of sleep on what anybody in the world thinks about him. Do you know that? He couldn't care less. He couldn't care less about what Nadu thinks of him. He couldn't care less of what Scars thinks, Gravano thinks. He couldn't care less. He does not care what anybody thinks about him. He's happy. And he doesn't have to sit on YouTube and ask people for money. How's that?
So, Angel, once he does care, like I said before, they own you. Once they get into your brain, so he just steers clear of it. Doesn't
I
let
used
anything.
to care too. I used to care. I don't care anymore. Let them say what they want. My brother got mad at me because he said, "What do you answer them? Don't even answer them. Who cares? I don't care what they think about me."
Right.
He goes, "You think that I care about what rats who testified against me think about me? I couldn't care less about them."
He's home with his kids. That's it.
He's home. He's living his life. He's happy. He has grandchildren. He has a life.
Jeff Nadu received his first phone number from a girl ever. And here's his celebration.
My brother doesn't have to do that either. Jeff Nadu, my brother, not one member of my entire family will ever have to do things like you're doing right now.
My God. What in the world is this? What the fuck? What happened? People don't do the hustle anymore? What happened? What happened to the hustle? Nobody does the hustle anymore? What's going on there?
See, Nadu, my brother will never, ever have to do that, ever.
SPK, we have no idea. It's probably a selfie camera of some kind. SPK, I don't know. I'm doing a show with SPK. He's got a good story too.
SPK was on mine once.
Yep.
I don't know if we ever got to his story.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him on. We're gonna do a nice show. He's got a tough story to tell.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got to his story, but we had a nice conversation.
Nice guy. I speak to him offline. You know, he's a good guy. You know, you get to know some people offline. You build some decent relationships on here. It's a good thing for a lot of us. You know.
But I don't know if that's
I just want to say something in case it is him.
Oh,
You mean like you were talking about me 2 nights ago when you were on someone else's show?
yeah, or like when you was
Yeah.
so I heard you was talking about me too while I was being called every filthy word under the sun, like the C word. Your place of
Don't play the
business
victim, Jeff.
should be ashamed of themselves that you sit there while somebody else is abusing women, calling women filthy names. You should hang your head in shame. That's another thing my brother will never do. Sit
And
there
you-
while somebody's
I like to say
calling
one thing, you say,
word.
and this is the thing, Jeff. You say that you should be taken serious and stuff, but you will show up on a show that's attacking other people. You will show, and then you talk about me, dude. Why don't you pick up the phone and call me instead of talking on the show about me? Because I will tell you to your face, you got my phone number. Okay, $10 from why is Scars digging up old wounds? It seems like he's baiting Junior to come out and say something. That's not going to work. So then he's not going to bait him to come out, though. He's not going to get him to come out.
He's not trying to do that, and he's not demeaning John Jr. He never did. Doesn't sound like he did. I never heard it. I could
I
be wrong.
think that he's just telling his story.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And
Oh, wait. So he said, Jeff, are you that big? Do you think that you give me views? You do not give me no views. Dude, I have almost 20,000 views in the last 48 hours, and you have nothing to do with any of them.
And how's this? Angela says Nadu fights with a fake angel on his show. He knows that it's a fake angel. He knows it's really not me, but he will fight with a fake angel.
Well, he sees what he wants to complain about other people, but he doesn't want to complain about himself, and he wants to sit somewhere where I seen you on shows when horrible things are being said about me or Angel. You sit there laughing while it's being done, and you want to be taken as a professional. So you want to be taken as a guy that works for a big company, and you're sitting on a show like that says horrible things about other human beings.
Well, women are being called the C word, the C word, pig, tramp, whore, everything. He sits there and he thinks that's funny. He should be ashamed of
you
himself.
donate money as they do it, Jeff. And you're going to come in here and lecture us.
They call you that? You're called that?
Yes. Pennsylvania calls me all those filthy names.
See, I got out of all of that a long, long time ago.
Yep.
And that's
Well,
and I gotta tell you,
Jeff wants to come over here like a little baby and get all upset. And he's out there dropping hints. And when I went after somebody, when I go after one of these informants, Jeff, you come after me because you don't like it. I got you on a video when you were on my show where you said you would never interview Sammy Gravano.
I have him where he and his friend are sitting there saying that my brother John is this and he's that and he's no rat, but yet he got mad at Angel and now he is. And if he wants to come on and drop the link for him, I will definitely drop off so you two can speak.
He's not coming on.
And there it is, way beyond chaos again.
Amazing.
Hello, way beyond.
It's amazing. A person thinks that I get views off Jeff Nadu. I don't get no views off Jeff Nadu. Who the fuck is Jeff Nadu?
Oh, that's your first curse of the night.
That's my first curse. But who is Jeff Nadu? Do I get views off Sammy Gravano? Yeah, because he's somebody. He's the guy whose butt you're kissing right now.
You just keep on doing what you do, Lee. You're good.
Yeah, I'll make you a deal, Jeff. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'll keep your name out of my mouth. But if you say shit and go on a show and drop little digs, I'll dig right back, my man. I do it a lot better than you.
Yeah, I think you should drop the link for him.
I dropped it.
Oh, you did drop it?
Yeah.
So what's the matter? He doesn't have the nerve to come on here and discuss it with you, debate with you, or whatever.
He probably has to call and get permission.
What's going on with this crew? I need one more sub to get to 1,100. What's going on, guys?
One more sub, people.
Angel helped me get the 500. Angel, MRE, and Thindu got me to 500 because Angel told me about the community tab that I had no idea about. So on her show, she was promoting me and she got me to 500. Then Lee helped me when I was close to that 1,000. I need one more sub to get to 1,100.
Well, MRE helped you too.
Yeah, you, MRE, and Thindu that night.
Yeah. I have to say, also, the guy in Pennsylvania helped you too.
Okay.
I saw him
okay.
asking people to sub to you at one
I
point.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This was a while ago, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, once I saw all of it going that direction, Angel, I kind of banged out. I didn't
I
didn't
know.
feel
So did you
comfortable.
notice, Tommy, that after you get over 1,000, it gets a little bit easier?
Oh, it just keeps 5 a day, 6
And
a
the
day.
more you and the larger your channel gets, the easier, because you have more people out there talking about you. You know, I'm sure there's people running around talking about this guy that sits and drinks coffee in his robe.
What?
Yeah, he sits there and drinks in his robe.
Oh my God.
Lee Cole you are a very jealous guy. Joe Pesci. I love you, Joe. We won't block you, Joe. You can say whatever you want.
Joe Pesci, that's great. Joe Pesci graduated from my high school.
Okay. Here's Jeff's sock account. Jeff does have the best one on the tube.
Yeah. Is it the one where he's fighting with the fake angel in his chat?
Lee, you have grown big time, man. You used to take this personal and get very aggravated, very, very emotional. Now you handle it beautifully.
Oh,
Yeah, you just have to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
laugh at them.
I actually wish that we would all do good and all lay the hell off each other.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that.
There is
I
room
don't
for
mean the
everybody. You're
informant-
right.
But they got to understand one thing: the informants, they are, they're. What is the word I'm looking for? What an idiot I am! They're national-
Johnny Sideburns got me there, Lee. One of your guys got me there. Thank you, Johnny Sideburns. Actually, I just picked up 6 more. I'm 1106, Lee.
Very good.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I think you come on here just to use me for my subs.
I never even you've never even seen me drop a link. I don't even promote myself. You know that.
You
guys
show up here, you leave, and just leave me abandoned and alone.
You know I've been with you from the beginning, Lee. You do know that.
Oh yes, you have. There was no doubt.
And I criticize you at times when it was right. When it was right. And Angel, I go in every night. I say hello to you and Marla.
I know you do. Thank you.
Everybody in here is a criticize anybody else here at least once.
Yes.
But then, and then you've had some ugly fights. But if you don't learn from the mistakes you make on YouTube, you're never going to learn. Like I'm doing a show. Yeah, I'm doing this show right now. I feel good doing it. But you know what? I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow on or the next day on Tommy Patera and the guy that sent him to prison. Got pulled over by a cop and literally started singing. A man that helped Tommy Patera cut up bodies got released out into the world. That's scary.
Man. Don't even entertain. Just keep moving along, Lee.
Okay. Lee, quit using my videos and content. You never hear from me again. You've done it multiple times. And Angel, you shouldn't say anything. You never sit on the show and debate with me. Pretty simple. Okay. You got a deal. Okay. Never will I use anything of yours again. Period. And don't mention my name. I don't mention yours. And go about your way. As for Angel, I'll have Angel answer.
And Angel, you shouldn't say anything. You never sit on a show and debate with me. Pretty simple. Jeff Nadu, first of all, you never thought that way about my brother. Neither did your friend until you both got mad at me and you made friends with a defendant the defendant in my lawsuit. Then all of a sudden you started with the John Jr. this, John Jr. that. Now, what I said about you is, beside that, is that you actually sit there while a woman, me, is being called filthy, disgusting names. The C word, P, everything you could think of, you sit there, and then sometimes you laugh. Okay, I didn't believe it until somebody sent me the clip and I saw with my own eyes. And you also throw money at that person when he's doing it. You should be ashamed of yourself, because I have never once done any of that to you. Not one time. Did I ever call you names or call your family members anything? I never did that to you. So you should be ashamed of yourself. And probably if I ran into you, you'd probably come up to my chest.
Okay. And Jeff, and just so you do know, dude, I haven't been saying, the only time I say anything about you or do videos on you is when you say something. You started this whole thing when you said something about me on your show and then you kissed John A. Light's butt. You remember that day? You did that. Don't even mention me. Go away. Go do your thing. It's you mentioning. And I don't ever use anything of yours on your show on YouTube. Do I use like a dance video and stuff? Yeah, but that's not a YouTube property.
Interesting.
Jeff Nadu and I were following each other for many years on Twitter. He was under a different name. He couldn't stand John A. Light. He would, and I would retweet him and we would tweet back and forth. Then all of a sudden, then he disappeared. I don't even know what happened to him on Twitter. He changed his name. He used to be the Albanian something. And he was like gambling, I think it was, betting or something like that. And then all of a sudden he comes on here and he's fine. He has no problems with anyone in my family. And then he hooks up. He gets mad at me. He asked me if he could write my book. And I actually said yes. And then all of a sudden he did a story that I told him was not true. Hello, Marla. He did a story that I told him is not true, and he got mad, and then he blocked me. Like I couldn't respond back to him. He blocked me. That's so childish to me. You and I are in the middle of discussing something in a message, and then all of a sudden you block me. You block me? What? Because you don't want the response from me? It's so childish. And then the next thing I know, he's sitting there, and it's every gaudy thing you could think of, he's bashing. So, whatever.
Well,
Whatever.
Jeff,
and then you sit there and you're on the same panel with somebody calling a woman the C word and every filthy thing you could think of, and you're okay with that. You should be ashamed of yourself, Nadu.
Okay, we said what we had to say. You heard what I said, Jeff. Don't mention me. You're the one that started with me. I didn't start with you, dude. You started with me, and you get mad because I hit back. So,
is that what really happened?
Yeah, that when he was on the show with all the rats were on his show, and then he was mad because I was talking. First of all, he was mad because I said something negative about John A. Light. Then he gets mad when I say something negative about Sammy. He did it the other day, same thing, because I have an opinion about these people.
Ask Jeff Nadu why he didn't ask Gravano about Alan Kaiser. How come he didn't ask him about that?
Because he would never got to speak to Sammy again if he did that.
Okay.
If you're going to do it, you got to ask the tough questions, but you won't get them back, but you're going to hit them. You're going to get it right there. And then if they don't answer you and they shut the show down, you go to your show and you say, look, I did the show and I asked the questions that people would want to know the answers to. And he just shut me down. So he'll get egg in his face.
Look at the truth trying to start trouble. Lee, can you play the new dude dancing video? No, I gave him my word. I'm not going to put up stuff on him. I'm not taking down nothing. You could try to get it taken down, but it ain't going to work. But you know, I give him my word. I'm not going to use any of his stuff. Nothing on Scam Do, because there's a whole bunch of stuff on Scam Do that I did not use. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. When people say debate, what are you debating? Arguing or debating? What's there to debate? Nobody knows facts. So what's there to debate? Not many people know facts. So what's there to debate? Who did better research, or what's there to debate? Argue, you mean, right?
Definitely do. I don't dislike you or like you because of anything that has to do with Gravano. I don't care if you're friends with him or not. I don't care whoever's friends with anybody. I was never like that. But You know damn well I always liked you. You liked me. You liked my family too. I have a few videos of you praising my father, praising my brother John, praising me, and then all of a sudden, no more.
Or Jeff,
And I never did a damn thing to him. Not a damn thing.
he used to call me every Friday night. When he went out, he used to give me a call when he got home all the time. He forgets that. You know, he forgets about that. Just one day he flipped because he didn't like what I said. And then he cut off the phone number, wanted to talk to me and stuff. He made up his, and you know what else you said, Jeff? Remember this. You said that I don't belong on here. Remember you said that? I got 238 people in here. I read over 200 people for the last 2 hours, Jeff. I put up videos that do well, not as well as yours, but they do
drop
well.
the link for him.
They do well. So
okay, I'll stay on. So drop the link.
What's there? Can somebody answer me? What's there to debate? Do you mean argue when you guys say debate? What's there to debate?
I won't fight with a man on. Yeah.
Not really, you, Angel. I mean, when they say debate, they want to debate. They want to debate. They want to debate.
I'm going to drop the link for him because he asked for the link, and you got to give him his credit. He's willing to grab the link. End of story. And I'm not going to jump on. You want to talk to Angel? Here, you talk to Angel right now. We're not going to 3-on-1 you. You come up here by yourself.
Well, you guys know I don't do that anyway.
Yeah, no. There's other shows that do that, but we're not going to do that here, Jeff.
Don't do that. You know I don't. You see, I'm doing a lot of listening now instead of, that's me.
Oh, hi, Joe Pesci. Angel is why I'm here. Thank you, Joe Pesci.
Oh, Angel? You mean if Angel left right now, you'd leave with her?
Joe Pesci says Angel is why I'm here.
He's rough. She's rough.
I'm what?
He's rough. He's only here for you. You know something is wrong. The link's down there, Jeff. You're gonna grab it.
I didn't see the link.
Okay, here he comes. Jeff Nadu.
Yo.
You don't want to show your face, Jeff?
I'm out right now. I'm in my car. I'm not in a particular spot to show my face right now. You
Okay,
don't know what I look like.
Is your hair all messy?
No, my hair's fine.
Okay.
Listen,
And
Lee,
just
first of
so
all,
you know, Nadu, who's the one who always says your hair is real? Me. Everybody says
listen,
your hair is fake. I say your hair
that's
is
nice.
real.
That's very nice of you. My hair is real. I've made that
I know.
point many times. That said, Lee, first of all, you've taken shots at me. I don't think I've ever mentioned you on my channel ever. I don't talk
you
about
did,
people on
dude.
my
You
channel.
attacked me that day.
No, Lee.
On
Lee,
your channel.
listen.
Yes, you did. And I was
Lee,
surprised.
let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you something. When you needed me to come on and do your show, who came on and do your show? I
What
did.
does that have to do
Who
with
donated to you when your dog was sick? I did.
But
Hey,
what does that
Lee,
have
don't.
But no. What does that have to do with you doing that on your show to me? It took me by surprise that you did it.
Because I don't like people that make stories. If you don't like someone, that's cool. I have no problem with bashing people you don't like, whatever. But don't make stories up that Lee
Well, I don't.
true. You know that
Listen. I can't do what you do and put the encyclopedia in front of me next to the computer and read off of it.
But that's the thing. I don't listen, Lee. If you could prove I do that,
It's obvious that
put
you
that
do
out.
that. I've actually.
Lee,
seen,
how would I do
I've
that?
seen
My eyes
you.
are
I've seen you do a gangland story and read it word for word.
Listen, Lee, here's what I'll do. Next time I do a video, I'm going to place a camera next to me, and you can see that I'm not looking at nothing. That's all off the top of my head, everything I do.
Okay, Jeff, you know what? Right now, I don't feel like you can talk to Angel.
No, I just don't want you to use my content anymore. That's all.
Did you hear what I just said? Did you
yeah,
just hear what I said?
if you stick to
your,
those,
my mouth
I'll
out of your mouth, we don't talk.
Yeah.
I don't use nothing. You fuck with me, I fuck back. That's it. It's that simple.
I can't say I've ever talked about you on my channel, bro. Ever.
Dude, oh my God, you did it on you. You don't even remember what you're doing, what you do, Jeff. I could pull up the show.
So Lee, I wasn't there to help you out when you needed me to come on your show to talk about the mafia.
What does that have to do with anything, Jeff?
Because you've constantly talked about me, and I want to know why you do it. You've made videos with my name in the title, call me
show talking crap.
But you take shots at me. I'm short. I don't get girls. I'm fat. Lee, listen, don't talk about my looks. All right. First of all, you shouldn't talk about anybody's looks, man.
Why not? Why not? No. Why not? Why not?
Because you haven't seen your dick in 2 years.
I'm 62. Dude, when I was your age, are you kidding me?
Lee, I've told you before, if my father was your age and he acted like you, I would have a long talk with him.
You have a show that you're trying to make something out of and be serious.
But what's that have to do with anything?
And you're sitting on a show that brutally attacks women. What do you have to say about
First
that?
of all, I don't like Angel. I've made that very clear.
That's
I don't
why
say
you sit on
anything
shows
about
like
Angel.
that.
But I have not said not one word about her. I don't say nothing about Angel. You ever hear me say anything about Angel? I didn't say nothing. I said I think she's delusional. I think she is.
You just said something about her.
Okay, what
I'll
am
say it to her face. I think
Why
Angel
am I
is delusional.
delusional?
Because Angel, your brother sat down with the government. If his last name was Smith, you would call him a rat. You know it, and I know it. Everybody knows it. I don't know why you pretend.
So this happened, what, 15, 16 years ago?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
All right.
matter, Angel.
Okay,
You
here
still
we
did
go.
it.
Here we go.
It's a rat move. You know it.
Can I talk?
Okay,
Can
go
I
ahead.
talk
Yeah,
now?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I
Go
talk?
ahead.
Okay. So that happened, what, 15, 16 years ago. So, but just 1 year ago, you were actually sitting there saying that he was not. Then all of a sudden, you got mad at me. You became friends with Gene Borrello, and then all of a sudden, it's attack John Jr., it's attack Angel, it's attack my father, my brothers, my brother-in-law. It's attack the whole family.
Angel, I'm not friends with Gene Borrello. I've interviewed him one time. Just because I interview these people, I'm not friends. I don't like any of these people. I don't like or dislike any of them. My job is to create content about the mafia. You think I sit here and talk to Gene Borrello? Come on.
No, you talk the worst. You talk the worst. You talk the worst, Jeff.
Say that again.
You talk the worst.
Worse. Exactly. 1 year ago, I have the videos, Jeff. I have every single one of them. You're praising my brother, and
I hadn't seen the 302. I hadn't seen the 302.
Okay. No, yes, you did. And there's nothing in those 302s. Give me a break. It's 5 pages.
Angel, he's sitting down with the government. Tommy Stiggs knows fucking damn well. Tommy, that's a rat move. You know it.
Okay, whatever. It was all
everybody knows it, Angel. The streets know it. Everybody knows it.
Okay, you know people in the streets.
Yes, everybody does. We're all in the streets. Everybody walks the streets every day.
Speak to rats. That's all you speak
and
to.
Angel, I know you'll try to paint me as I'm just a hater. The truth is, everybody knows it. Your brother admitted it was the worst mistake he's ever made.
Sorry, hold on. So tonight when I do my show, I will show your video where you are saying only nice things about my brother John.
You don't have permission. You don't have permission to do that. And if you do, I will gladly.
I got some. You know what?
It's not fair use. You just have to understand what fair use is. You have to understand what fair use is. That's not fair use. You're stealing my content that I made.
No, I'm not, Jeff. We're allowed.
Well, then do it, and I'll put a privacy strike on you. Then
go right ahead. I'm going to prove my point that you're lying right now.
Angel, you can use.
You're not proving
material.
a point. It's my content.
I got material where he says that. You could use my material.
Okay.
Again, if you steal my content, I'll privacy strike you. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
You can privacy strike me, but good luck. I haven't lost one yet.
Well, again, Lee, the good thing is my channel's not owned by me anymore.
It's
owned by a big company.
You got a big company. You're going to run to them and ask them to protect your little ass. Is that what?
Well, no, I'm gonna use my content.
You can't fight your own battles.
It's my content.
Yeah, now you can go run around. Yeah, Jeff, come on.
It's my content. I don't use yours.
Do you deny that you fight with a fake Angel Gotti in your chat?
I for a show or two thought it was you, and I haven't seen it lately, so I haven't chatted with it. I don't know if it's true. How would I know if it's true or not, Angel? It looked like real.
People were telling you it wasn't me, but you didn't.
But these commenters say a lot of things, Angel, that I don't believe. To be honest, so I don't listen to what commenters say. If someone contacted me and said, "Hey, Angel's on the phone. She wanted you to know this ain't a real person," then I would understand. Angel, I know you think I'm like this little prick that runs around. I really don't have any issue with any of you folks. I just don't want you to use my content. I don't want you to use anything I do. That's all I ask.
That's not all.
I have no other issues any otherwise.
Okay,
I have my own opinions.
What I don't want you to do is do stories that are trashing my entire family. I don't want you to do
Angel.
Still do it.
But I've said multiple times.
I know, but you still do it. So I have content of you praising my family.
But Angel,
and I'm not
I've said to you as well.
That.
I've said to you as well, and I'll continue to say this publicly. If you can prove anything I've said is not true, you can tell me, and I will prove it. I will take it down. But you haven't done that Because there's
Well, I
nothing
don't
I've
watch
said
your
that's not true.
channel. I don't watch your channel.
But Angel, what have I said that's not true? Trashing your family.
What you just said to here.
Sitting down with the government is a blatant violation of
But
America.
he was not part of anything. He already quit.
Angel, you can't leave the mafia. I don't know where it says
oh
that.
my God, could you believe it? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. 1998. Did you see
but that's the thing. How am I a retard because I don't agree with you?
How about Ron Kuby's testimony? Did you look into that?
Ron Kuby is a lawyer for your family. Why would I care what he said?
No, he was not a lawyer for my family in 1998. Why aren't you? Did you look into that? Did you look into Ron Kuby's
Angel, when are you going to discuss that your
time?
father is not this great individual? He's a murdering, drug dealing monster.
Oh, wait. No, I want to say something, Jeff. No, wait, Angel, let me speak. Angel, let me speak on this, please.
Did you tell Sammy Gravano that when you had him on the show and you were kissing his ass? Did you tell Gravano that?
Can I speak? Okay,
Sammy Gravano doesn't like me.
Jeff, you make a living off of all those people that are drug dealing killers. You make a living off.
My job is to talk about crime.
But you're knocking the people that. So you feel that way about?
Yes,
all of
they're
them?
awful people.
All of them are awful
You didn't
people.
tell Gravano that.
He's an awful person as well. He doesn't even like
Why
me.
didn't you tell him that? But you had him on there. Why didn't you tell him that?
Because Angel, my job is to create content about crime.
Innocent boy. Why didn't you tell him that then? He killed an
Angel, come on. You know damn well there are certain things I wasn't allowed to ask. You know damn well.
No, but why didn't you tell him what a creep he was?
You wouldn't ask him anyway, Jeff. Cut the crap.
How come you didn't tell him he was a murdering, low-life piece of shit? How come you didn't tell
Angel,
him
let me ask you something. Lee Cole, let's remember, Lee. You did say, do we want to bring up some of the things you've said?
I know exactly what you're going to bring it up, and I apologize.
I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's not my job. I don't need to say nothing like that.
No,
listen. All I want to say is,
let's wait. How about Angel and I have already had those conversations, Jeff.
Yes, and he's
but wait a minute, Jeff. You've done a lot of evil shit yourself. You remember what you did with Canarsie? You remember the things you used to say about FBS and stuff? You've done a lot of evil shit. So
listen, I've said multiple times.
People, you're a little worm that walks around behind the scene all the time. You are actually a little worm.
Outside of using my content, I really don't have any issue here. As far as Angel, I don't like some of the things she says. She doesn't like some of the things I said. But again, if she can prove anything
about you, Nadu, that
Angel, you've said on your show many times, calling me scams and this and that.
I called you Scam because that's an account on Twitter.
Angel. I laugh about that account. It's a troll account.
You trashed my family, Jeff.
Do you know how many Angel? I didn't trash your family.
Do you deny? Yeah, you do trash my family, but
because you don't agree with it doesn't make me trashing them. That's all I'm saying.
What you just said 10 minutes ago, that's not trashing my family.
Angel, on what world?
But how come you didn't tell? Listen, my father went to prison, did his time for.
What would your father think about that?
Murders, right? 5.
What would your father think about your brother sitting down with the government? What would he say about that?
But my brother was not part of that life.
But what would your father say? You think he'd be okay with that?
But here's the thing: my brother was not part of that life anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Do you think he would be okay with that?
He didn't put anybody away. He gave them old information.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
He did not do anything. 5 pages. That's it.
But what would he say about? Do you think he'd be okay with it?
No, he wouldn't be okay with my brother walking away either.
Hey, Jeff, would your father be okay if you were on a show continuously where a guy talks about beating the shit out of women?
Yeah.
I have never said anything like that.
No, but
you actually give money to this person that talks about beating women up.
No, I talk to him about the Idaho murders. That's what I talk about.
No, come on, Jeff.
I've seen you in there a lot more than the Idaho murders. You love to get in there when he has shows where he's in an attack.
I have no interest in talking negatively about people. I can do it right now.
You're a coward, dude. You're a coward.
Angela
Lee, I can do it right now. I don't have nothing bad to say about her. I don't like what she says, but I don't have nothing ill will against any of
I don't like what you say either, but I don't trash you. I don't call you filthy
No, but Angel,
names.
like I said,
I don't do any
I
of
know,
that
but-
to you, Nadu. And I've never sat there where somebody said they wanted to beat you up or that you were this, you were that. I never sat there and thought it was okay for somebody to do
Well,
that.
if I did that, I apologize. I don't. That's not my intention to do. I don't want to call anyone names like that. I never did that, and I never would. Have you ever seen me do that? No, I've never done that ever.
Sat there and you've given money when it's being done.
I've given money to people that I think the shows that they're doing at the time are good.
But at the time was him calling Marla.
I don't know who that is. I don't have a problem with him or Lee at this point after what we just talked about. As long as he doesn't use my content, I don't care what he says.
As long as you don't talk shit about me, otherwise I will use your content. You don't talk shit. Don't threaten me, dude. Don't threaten me because you can strike me all you want.
This is simple, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me talk 1 minute.
Angela wants the link, Lee. She wants to
hold on.
To,
the three of you on this panel have great shows independently, and you can do well all independently without any of this going on. If you can try to do that, everybody goes their own way, and there's no beef.
But Tommy, here's the thing: if you go on my channel, and I would challenge anyone right now, you go on my channel, find one spot where I have mentioned the name Lee Cole in the last. I don't know.
You have tough guts to do it, dude. You were talking about me without.
I don't have Lee. I don't. What? No one on my channel cares about any of you folks. They care about what I'm doing.
They don't care about us. Why do you care about what I'm doing?
Because I don't like when people use my content. It's my content.
Oh, no, you said that I would fail at this, and I'm proving you wrong. Admit it,
Lee. I don't. Good for you. I hope you make money. Shout out to you.
There's room for everybody. There's room for everybody.
Yeah, I don't. Lee, we don't even do the same content. I don't do the same content as any of you guys. So I don't do what you want. It don't matter to me.
There's definitely room for everybody. Jeff can do his thing. Angel's going in an absolutely incredible direction, and Lee does what he does.
And as I said to Angel, if she can provide proof that the video I did is not correct, I'll take it down. But I haven't had anyone do that. So.
Angela wants to ask you something, Jeff.
You know who you can ask for that? You can ask Chris Casparosa for that proof because he has it. Chris Casparosa has that proof.
I don't think he's very. I don't think he likes me.
Chris Casparosa has the proof. Chris Casparosa, I don't think he likes mad at Angel right now. Casparosa has the proof. That's all.
I don't think he likes me very much.
So he doesn't like me either.
He's a traitor.
Am I on here?
Yes, you are.
You're on.
Yes. Let me ask you something, Jeff. Years ago, I remember you from Twitter. So Angel is 100%.
I've been on Twitter a long time.
You were a different person, a different name. You get to sit on here and call her father filthy names like you just did. But you had
I didn't. I didn't call her father anything.
You
I
had
brother
the filthiest pig Gravano on, and you said nothing to him. You didn't even mention that he murdered a little boy.
First of all,
nothing but a rat-loving piece of shit.
Ma'am, you're a grown woman talking to me about a rat.
I sure am a grown woman, and you're a grown man that sits in Piggy's chat and goes along with all the shit he says about my friend and other women.
You're a grown woman.
You are a grown man. You are a child.
And you're yelling. What are you mad about? Why are you so mad about life?
I'm mad, all right. Because how dare you come on here and say those things about her father?
He's a murdering, drug dealing gangster.
How dare you?
Know what I know.
Let me tell you something. Nobody can ever put drug dealing. Get that shit right out of your mouth because that's a lie. You never had anything to do with drugs.
No, never. We know it, never. He was only wanting to be. Castellano wanted to have him killed.
Where's your proof?
Angel, come on.
I don't never have proof, Angel. They never have proof.
No, none of it.
You want to make a few bucks on YouTube, go get a real job, do something with your lives, and leave the Gotti name out of your mouth.
Ma'am, do you know how many
There
YouTubers?
Is no ma'am. Do not call me ma'am. Do not call me anything. To me, you are not.
You came on to speak to me. You obviously have something to say to me.
Chats.
Can I not speak?
Piggy's chats. When he talks about Angel's daughter, when he talks about
I haven't talked about no one's daughter.
You are just as bad.
I can't control what other people do.
I have watched.
I've never called no one names.
You know, you want to impress me? Why didn't you say anything to Gravano about Alan Kaiser?
Ma'am,
being a murdering scumbag.
Let me ask you a question.
Why didn't you do that? Because you're afraid.
Afraid of what? What would I be afraid of? He hates
Then
me.
why
What would I be
didn't
afraid
you?
of? He don't
You're
like
a
me.
coward. You're a coward.
My job is to create content about the
You
mafia,
don't have a
man.
job.
You don't.
You gossip. That's not a
You
job.
do know YouTubers make a living off here, right?
No, it's not a job.
It's not a job.
Jeff, you
No.
make a
Ma'am,
lot of
what do you
Jeff,
do for a living?
Jeff, you make a
Not
lot of
for
money.
the few that you have. That's not a job.
What do you do for a living?
It's none of your business.
Because you don't have a job. So
She
don't talk to me
does
about
too
it.
have a job.
You're an
She's
asshole.
just not stupid enough to tell it on here.
Ma'am, you need to get a hobby or something. I don't know what you
Yeah.
do for a
I
living.
got
But you
a
need to get a
job.
I
hobby.
need
Hey,
to get
Jeff,
a hobby.
what would your mother do knowing that you disrespect women her age the way you're disrespecting her right now, you little punk?
She's
I
literally
need to get a
calling me,
hobby.
telling me to get a
You're a
job.
grown
Okay,
man.
well, your mother kisses you on the
Chasing
cheek
around
and
the
sends you
Gotti
out the
family.
fucking door. And you're attacking women. You're the same age as your mother.
I haven't said a one word
You
about
should
a
be
woman.
ashamed of yourself.
I haven't said one.
Punks.
I
They're
haven't said one
punks.
word. I'm asking you to not
They're
use my
punks.
content. I won't talk about you. That's all I
Oh,
have to say.
frick you and your content, like what you have over there.
That's
Give me a
it.
break.
Ma'am, I have a. This is how I make money. This is my life. Just like you have a job.
Nice life. Not
So that's
impressed.
it.
Sorry. Not impressed.
Okay, fair enough. Well, look, good talking to you.
Man, hi, Main Man. Main Man, he's on here with a shirt on.
All right.
Hey, Jeff,
I have
I'm gonna ask
zero
one quick.
respect
Hey,
for
Jeff.
any men that spit in
How
chat
you
talking
doing?
about women.
Hey, Jeff,
Zero.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah.
one second. Jeff,
Who's
how
this?
about
Who's
wait,
this,
one
Jeff?
minute. 1 minute.
Who
Jeff,
the hell is this, Jeff?
let me talk, please.
How
Jeff,
you doing?
how about the night you were on the show when you were talking
Yeah.
rape, Marco, Maine?
Who's this, Jeff?
I can't hear you.
You got all the background noise going on there.
Hey, Main Man, you need to shut off the YouTube.
Yeah, I just muted him.
He's got to shut YouTube and stay on stream. Guy.
Yeah. Forget her.
Just
I don't
get
think
him off the show. He's like, he's so irrelevant.
Ma'am, you
So
seem
irrelevant.
really mad. You came on to talk to me though.
No, I came
Yes.
to kick your ass, and
Yes.
I just did.
You came on to
Made a
speak to
fool
me.
out of you, like you make a fool out of yourself every
But you
single
came
day.
on to speak to me. I know.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Okay.
do you think
That is my friend, and she is defending me. That's why she is on here.
Lee, what were you saying? I couldn't hear you.
You moron. I want to talk to you.
I'm
You
sorry,
lich.
Main Man, you're just too messed up right now. Sorry. No, how about when you were on the show with when they were talking about would you screw this woman or would,
F Mary Kill. It's a fun.
yeah?
Game.
How about when you were on there playing that game?
It's a fun game.
It's a fun
Everybody
game
plays it.
when Angel Gotti's in it. It's a fun game.
I haven't.
Would
I
it
don't
be a
remember
fun
that.
game if your mother was in it?
Why would what did my mom have to do with this?
Why you don't think you don't think Angel has a son? What do you think Angel's son would do if he seen you playing that game?
They don't care. They don't
What F
think
Mary?
about
We were
other
playing with
people.
celebrities.
No,
What are you
you're.
talking
Oh, see, Jeff, this is why you can't be taken serious. Right now, you're saying that it's okay that if someone talked that way about
Lee,
your mother.
who doesn't take?
Lee is
I don't. So
he is a
because you
punk.
don't,
You're talking to a complete nobody punk.
but you're on here asking me questions though.
You're
So
a
how am I?
No,
a
no,
punk?
no. Let me. No, I just want to ask. No, seriously, dude, you don't find that wrong? What's wrong? That
We were playing F Mary Kill with celebrities. No, I don't find that wrong.
so you don't find that wrong?
They do it on Howard Stern all the time.
Oh, you're not Howard Stearns. You're Jeff Nadu, who lives off the Gotti name to make money.
This is the problem. They think that
Well,
they're
actually, I
these
don't.
big
I actually talk about
YouTubers,
all
and they're
sorts
not.
of different kinds,
90% of your material is Gotti material in one way or another.
I'm so sick of talking about John Gotti. I've had it.
Then don't
It's
do
over.
it no more. I bet you can't.
John Gotti is an awful individual.
Dumb prick. Keep saying
He was a terrible boss. He was an awful person.
And you idolized him last year.
Idolize what?
Oh, you
listen. Let me
did.
tell you something. There's
Yes,
one thing
yes,
about
you
John
did.
Gotti I'll say.
I got the
He was
Yes,
video.
you did. I remember you, Jeff.
He was a regal man, and I respect the fact that he never
now you
took shit.
respect him. You see
For
how
that
you
I do.
flip-flop? You're like a cheap little floozy.
For that I
Flip-flop,
do.
Flip-flop.
I respect
A
him for
cheap
that.
little male
But let's not
floozy.
forget he was a gangster.
Can I say something real quick, please? Jeff, I got you.
He was
when
a
you first-
gangster who did his
Please
time.
let me
unlike
talk
you,
for 1 minute.
Let you,
Okay. Angel,
you
let
and
me
your
talk.
friend idolize.
Angel, please let me ask Jeff one more thing. Jeff, when you
Mhm.
first came on this show with me, you were telling me how great John Jr. was. I got the video on it.
John Jr.?
Yes,
John-
I have
I
John
think
and
too.
John
Let me tell you
Bravo.
about John Jr. I
And
think
now-
he was
okay,
a very,
you want me to play it?
to
I'll
this
play
day,
it.
I think he's super smart. He's super interesting, but he's a rat. Everybody knows it.
Who
I
went
think he
to
was,
I have a video where you're saying the complete opposite.
That's
I
not
think
what
he
you
was a
said.
very, I think to this day, he's a smart
You
dude. I
and-
loved his
and
interview.
You and your friend in Pennsylvania are saying the complete opposite. I have it. And it's
Listen,
not
he
your content.
seems like a very smart guy, but he's a rat. Everybody knows
It's
it.
not your
You're a
content.
rat too,
I don't
Jeff.
have to worry about you
You're a
striking.
rat too.
Rats don't fight 5 trials, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know that, right? You do know that, right?
Hey, Angela, listen, you have your opinion. I have
Just
mine.
like to end
Hey, could you imagine Jeff being locked up in 23-hour lockup for one day?
You couldn't shine Junior's shoes. You couldn't
I don't commit
shine
crimes, so I don't have
Angel's
to worry
shoes.
about it.
You couldn't shine
Yeah, you
my
commit
shoes.
crimes. You got to
You're a
cite. Wait a minute.
YouTuber, and you're not
Wait.
even good at that.
Wait a minute. You said you don't commit crimes. You got a site on Twitter called Scam Do.
It's not my site though.
But those are people that put that up because they said you scammed them out of money.
Well, no,
dude.
they just don't like me.
No, because you cost them
They're
money.
welcome to sue me if they want. I don't. You think I
Oh,
care?
no, Scars had a trial.
Before he was a rat?
No, Scars had a trial. They brought it. How about
Well,
this?
listen.
Scars had a trial and they tortured my brother, absolute torture, while he had kidney infection to testify against Scars or testify at Scars' trial. And my brother refused to do it. So they took him on a 3-month diesel therapy. When my brother got off that bus, he was covered from the waist down in blood. Don't tell me what my brother is. You wouldn't have lasted one day, Scam Joe.
Sorry, guys.
But
It's not very nice calling me names, Angel.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I am sorry for that.
I never called you a
You
name.
wouldn't have lasted. And if you don't believe me, go look it up. It's not probably
Angel.
not on Wikipedia,
Angel,
Jeff.
I'm going to tell you though. I'm going to tell you again. I think if that is what you're saying, and listen, I've said.
Excuse me, let me finish. I'm sorry. And what did Mikey Scars do a year later? He paid my brother back by testifying against him.
Listen, Angel, I've said before, there's a lot of things about your father that I think are respectable. I just think he's a gangster, and everybody knows it. Is he
No
not?
shit.
What
You
am I
live
lying?
off.
I'm
You're
not denying
gangster.
that.
You
I'm
live
not
off of
denying
them.
it.
You live
But
off
ain't-
telling stories about him. Jeff.
Lee, every
live
story
off
you
telling
have says
gangsters.
Gravano in the title. You couldn't do shows without Sammy Gravano.
No,
I don't know.
actually, listen, I didn't
What
have
are
to
you
talk about
talking
Toronto in 2 weeks.
I'm a rat.
Lee,
I-
every show you do says Sammy Gravano in the title.
listen,
Why are you
that's
talking to
what-
me about this?
You can look at a lot of
Come
stuff that don't. I get views of lots of other people too.
Oh, no.
Also, Lee, another thing, I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know if I don't think I've done a Gotti video in a month or two. I don't do Gotti videos anymore. I talk about gangsters and I talk about drug dealers.
Are you
now.
all
I
burned
don't
out
talk
from doing Gotti videos, or there's no more stories there?
No, I just decided to go in other directions and talk about other people. I could go back to the guy. I'm doing a John Alite video on Saturday. You're welcome to check
Why
it out.
would we, John Alite? Come on, dude. You're
Yep.
supposed to be a serious guy. Why would you?
We're gonna tell the real story of who he is.
Oh, so you're gonna kiss his ass?
No, we're gonna tell. Is it fact or
If
fiction?
you
We're
tell
gonna
the
look
real
into his.
story-
Oh,
Please.
ask him how many kills he has this week. Don't
Listen,
forget that.
here's Angela. I think you'll be
Is-
proud of the show. Okay,
Is it
Just watch.
10,000,
Well,
20,000,
Johnny
100,000?
lost his daughter. So I don't know.
But we're not talking about his. It's a story that I'm doing about him. He was in
We're
the
talking
life.
about John
and I'm telling
Alite. We're not
the
talking about his daughter.
story. Yeah, exactly.
But I still think
That's
that
correct.
he's
We're talking
grieving
about John Alite,
right
not his
now.
daughter.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about his daughter. I don't know his daughter. That's very sad. If I heard about that, it's very sad. But it's not about John Alite's daughter. It's about him. He was in the life. I'm going to tell his story, just like I did with Gene Borrello, and I told the lies that he said, and just like the other people. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to talk about the mob, whether you like it or not. I'm not here to make friends with none of these people, and that's what you don't understand.
You're here to talk about the people that you just put, that you call them all drug dealers.
Lee, my video on Gene Borrello literally says we talk about him being a rat. I have no problem calling any of these people who they are and what they are.
Well, honestly, I think that real gangsters that listen to you shouldn't even deal with you for the simple fact that you just insulted them.
What?
But What are you talking about? They're
You
gangsters.
just said that. You said all gangsters are murderers and drug dealers.
They are. They are. What world
All
do you live
gangsters
in,
have
Lee?
murdered somebody. All gangsters have murdered somebody. All gangsters have.
Lee,
done
do you
something.
know you have what the rules are to get into the mafia or no?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not
No
true.
shit.
Oh,
No
you're the
shit.
expert.
Sherlock.
What?
We're in a
I mean, all the people that go into the mafia, the
Guy
job
from
that you have to kill
Pennsylvania,
someone.
another expert from Pennsylvania.
Miss Angela, you don't know who I am. Please don't talk negatively.
He
You
has
don't know who I
a,
am.
he has a
all right?
second computer where he can put encyclopedia.
What
up
is
right in
his
front of
name?
him.
Yeah, I know.
know
Lee, I know.
plenty
You know
about you. I've
everything.
seen you
Listen,
on
Lee,
that
don't talk
Pitch
negatively
show.
about me.
What
Lee,
is his
I was
name?
the same guy that you asked to come on and do shows because you couldn't do them. So just don't talk negatively about. I never talk negatively about you
Dude,
anymore.
you got some fucking nerve saying that. You talk horrible about. You're on shows that bash me awful, say awful things about me.
Lee, I'm not a big
Lies,
fan of
and you're
yours,
in the
but I have never
audience,
said.
you cocksucker.
I really won't tell
See, he
her.
just called me that. See what he's calling me? Cocksucker.
Yeah, what,
That's not
hey, listen, who used to call me and tell me how big their dick was? You
Oh my
My
God!
dick is
All right, I'm
huge.
done.
okay?
My
Bye.
dick is big,
What kind of
bro.
man- what kind of man does that? Calls
My
a
dick
man
is huge.
Small one.
Okay. No, you're a huge dick. Your dick ain't huge.
I'll be
You're
on at
huge.
9:00, everyone.
Okay.
Oh my
We're
God,
done.
you're crazy. You guys are nuts.
Hey-o!
Ay.
Shit.
Lee, let me
going
know when
on,
you can see
boys?
yours, all right?
Hey,
Hey, dude,
Jeff.
you got some
Jeff.
nerve. You got some nerve.
Lee, I'm
Jeff.
having fun. Relax.
Listen,
Okay.
did
Hey,
you
Jeff.
guys get it out of your system now? Are you good, Lee?
I'm
never
good.
good.
I just don't want him to use my content. That's all.
So
I want-
let's move along.
Okay, Nicholas, how you doing?
Dude, hey, Jeff, man, I like your channel, but
Thank
come on,
you.
bro. You can hang on. You can't. It's just saying
Come
that
on,
shit
what?
about her. Saying that shit about her father to her. That's pretty shitty, man. You don't have to say
Why?
it to her.
I'm the only one that
Because
would do it.
hang on, because she's not in the life, man. And like honestly,
Then
she
she
was never
shouldn't be
around
on
it.
here, Nick. What are you talking
just-
about?
It's just a matter of just common decency, man. Like
What
how would you
common
feel?
decency?
How would
So,
you feel
let me-
if your
Nick,
mom
let me
did
ask you.
something
Let me
and then
ask you
some guy
something.
went up to you, called your mom a whore or something? That's
Nick,
just fucked up. It's just
Nick,
rude.
Nick, I didn't say that though. Let me ask you a question. If you were interviewing someone connected to Osama bin Laden, would you pretend that Osama bin Laden wasn't a terrorist?
No, but are you
Of
interviewing
course
her
not.
right now?
What are you talking about? He's a gangster. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, Jeff, what's the excuse for saying it's okay to play that game where you're talking about whether you want to
F Murray Kill is a game everybody plays, Lee.
Oh,
Come on.
no, but with Angel's name in it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's not a big deal, Lee. I mean, I just
Dude,
think it's
to me it
shitty.
is. I'm sorry.
I just think it's shitty to say like talks bad about someone's father right in front of him when she's
Nick,
not in the life.
Nick,
She doesn't. She never knew him as a gangster, bro.
Nick,
She doesn't
she's
fucking
on
know him
YouTube.
that way.
She's
Who
on
gives a
YouTube
fuck?
talking about it.
I'm talking
She's-
about you. I'm not talking about her. I'm just saying that's like you gotta be classier with that, man. I like your channel, but like just why are you talking shit to people like that?
Listen, Nick, I'm not gonna say things that are untrue. I'm not gonna say he was this great Robin.
You don't have to
Hood
say.
type of
You don't
guy.
have to say anything though. You know, like you don't have to sit there and talk bad about him. You
But,
can
but
talk
Nick,
bad about him
Nick,
all the time.
when I need your opinion, I'll ask you for it.
You just
That's
said.
a guy that says he likes your channel. That's a person that is
But
one of these
he-
people
but
that
he
like
wants
your
me to
channel.
lie about
You're
it.
insulting a person that likes
No, but
your
he wants
channel.
to. But Nick wants me to lie about who John Gotti was.
I didn't
because
say
See, this is
lie.
what you
I
did when you-
didn't say lie. You just don't have to say it that way. You don't have to
So what
fucking,
should I
talk
say,
so
Nick?
derogative.
What should I say?
Well, if you can't think of a classier way to say something like that, then I don't know
I
what
did.
to
I
tell
said
you.
he was regal and respectable, and he did his time like a man. I think that's respectable.
Yeah, then leave it
But
at
he was
that.
a
You don't have to
murdering psycho
badmouth him.
drug dealer. You know, and I know it.
Everybody knows that. That's why you don't gotta say it. You know, because no, but can I just get something out real quick, Jeff, before you interrupt
Yeah,
me on this?
sure.
I just want to say, you got to understand the perspective of the children or the family members. You know how you see those documentaries where like I never knew him like this.
Yeah.
That's actually real, man. Like they don't actually see
No,
that
you're
side of their family.
100% right. And I know if you watch my show, you know I've said many times I feel very bad for the family.
Yeah, no. Look, I know how you feel about him. I know how you feel about him.
She is on you. And Lee, I've heard you say this. People are public figures, so that you can talk about them. I think some of the fact that she's a bit delusional. That's what I think.
Yo, Jeff,
You're allowed, Jeff. You can say whatever you can say what you want. No one's telling you I'm just saying I just kind of expected more class out of you on that because you
Jeff,
could have
you
just
make
said
money
it.
talking about people like her father, right?
Oh, here we go with fucking BK.
Right,
Here
you
we-
little egg.
I
Right?
got nothing to say to you.
You
Why?
dancing around your bedroom like a little toddler.
Because I have
You
nothing
wanna
to say
talk
to
down
him.
to people
All he's
like
going to do is
Angel?
talk over me.
I'm not talking over you.
BK, listen, you've been to many clubs down at Seaside. You know people dance like that. That's how it
No,
goes.
I never, bro. If I seen you in a club dancing like that, bro, I would
DK,
think-
that video got
I
a
wouldn't even
million
know what kind of
views on
drug I was
Twitter.
on.
That's
That
my
was-
job, to make people
That was
laugh.
insane. What I
I
see.
work for Barstool. That's my
Bro,
job.
you ruined that song. That's Going Through It by JP.
My job is
Jim
to do
Hines
that.
mix. You ruined it. You
My
ruined
job
that
is
song.
to make content.
You embarrassed
Jeff,
yourself.
I'm going to
What do
say,
you not
Jeff,
get?
wait 1 second. Jeff, you've had 3 people in my chat so far that said they're viewers of yours and they will no longer watch you for what you just said.
Wow, that's too bad. Uh-oh.
I didn't say that. Hang on, Lee. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I hope Nick continues to watch my
Not
show.
you.
Oh.
Not you.
All right.
I'm talking about people in the chat.
Hey,
Well, you know, Lee, I will not say things.
And you don't
that-
care. You don't care about those people. You don't care
No,
about
I
the
care
people
about
that
every
listen to you.
person. I just will not. I'm not going to
No,
pretend that
Jeff, when
that's
you
different.
when you
I'm
used to
curious.
wait,
Did we ever find out? Did we ever? Oh, sorry. Go
one
ahead.
second, my
Nick.
man. 1 second. Jeff, when you used to weigh 300 pounds and you were on the mic and somebody called you and started arguing with
340.
you,
Yeah.
you used to tell them that you would screw their mother and hang up on them all the time.
Yeah.
So don't try to be a nice person, Jeff. You're not a nice person.
Hey, listen,
You
Lee.
are
I've
a
said
horrible
before. I'm not happy with some of the things I've said on the internet. All right.
You're still doing it, dude. You're still doing it.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I said John Gotti's a murderer. He is.
And you're a jerk off. Because you
Huh?
are. You're a jerk off, and you look like a fucking mushroom.
But BK, I'm not here to. You're a nobody.
But that's not.
Get a
I'm a
fucking
nobody,
job.
bro.
Hey,
bro, you're delusional.
You still living at home, BK?
You're a little fat moron that sits in a bedroom
still living
with
at
two
home?
pictures with a picture of Biggie Smalls behind you and Michael
still living at
Jordan,
home, you fucking
thinking you're a
goof?
hard rock. I'm in my own house, you little boy.
No, you're not.
Where are you? Yeah, how much you want to bet?
Hey, can
You
I
don't
ask a
have a job.
mob-related question?
You want to bet?
Can I-
You're a gambling man, right, fat boy?
You guys all know mob shit. Can I ask like a legitimate question I've been wondering about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anybody know how John Gotti and Frankie DeChico became close? Because I mean, the fact that he was willing to send Ruggiero over to them to try and like court them to come to that side, that's pretty risky, man. So he had to have felt like really comfortable with like Frankie DeChico.
They grew up
You
together.
know,
They grew up together.
did they? They grew up in the. Are they from the same neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never seen anything about that. I've always wondered. It just came out of nowhere.
And Angela.
Yeah, I
Yo,
knew
Jeff,
Angela
why do you
was
want to be Italian so bad?
Jeff can't answer that
Listen,
question.
Lee, I have no problem talking to you guys. I don't want to talk to this guy.
Yeah,
I have
well,
nothing to
Because
say.
I intimidate you. You're scared.
You're a nobody.
You can't even have a conversation with me.
Bro, I'm fucking
You're
famous right
talking
now,
over me,
Ma.
calling me names. What would I have to say
Am I
to you?
talking over you, or I'm letting you talk, Fats? Go ahead.
But I have nothing to say to you, BK. I couldn't give a fuck about you.
You got nothing to say, period.
No,
You're
I
a
have
little
nothing
moron.
to say to
You're a
you.
little moron.
You're a nobody.
I'm a
I'll talk
nobody.
to
You're
Lee.
nothing. Jeff, you're nothing. I will wipe my ass with you.
Hey,
Just like when you called the cops on that kid at the donut
You
shop,
really
right?
believe that, Jeff?
Yes.
You really believe that? Get
Yes.
Rob. I'm going to tell you then. Get Rob Jean on your show, and I'll come on.
I don't care enough.
Hey,
Get Rob. Yo, now you don't care, but you want to open
No,
your mouth.
I don't.
Shit
I don't
you don't know
give a
nothing
shit
about,
about
right,
it.
Fatso?
I don't
Hey,
give
hey,
a
I
shit
gotta-
about it.
Right, Weeble Wobble?
I'm gonna jump off. I just want to say something
remember
real
who
quick.
told you to cut your Lego hair
Thank you,
off?
Nick.
Okay,
Hey,
remember who told you to cut that
Jeff.
Lego hair off?
Okay, he wants. Hold up,
All right,
guys.
this is a waste of time. This all is a
I
waste of time.
It
like
became
I
waste
like
of
you guys'
time.
show, man.
Somebody got
Oh.
put in their place just now.
I
Have
just
a
think
good
when
night.
Jeff's more calmed down, bro. Like I think you'll realize, hey, I could have probably said it nicer. That's all I was saying.
Well, yeah, you know
It's
what?
like I just think you could have said it better. And I
Listen,
just feel
Nick,
like
when
I
you
know
come
she's a
on
public
shows,
figure. You can say whatever you want. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I felt like you could have said it better. I felt that was kind of shitty.
but Nick, when you
Yeah.
have people that have done shows where they're calling you scams and shit like, listen, I have a lot of built up energy with some of these people. And Lee, I'm
I
calmed down.
get it.
Lee said he won't do it anymore, and I won't do it anymore either. It's done.
That's it.
I got
Should be
nothing
good.
else to say about it.
I get it. I just wanted to put that in there, man, because I do like watching you guys' shows. I keep up with this shit all the time. Parsings, I think it's hilarious. It's like way better than reality TV. And then part of it's entertaining. Like when you guys actually do sit down and put out good content, like it's good content. You know, then a lot of this other shit's fighting, but like I enjoy all that stuff, man. I hope you guys keep it up and kind of stay classy with it because I do enjoy this.
Thank you.
You're interested in the genre and you like the good content.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. I'm gonna jump off, man. You guys have a good night. Behave,
You too.
Jeff.
Thank you.
See you later, man.
How the fuck do I get off this?
X.
Jeff, I appreciate you coming on tonight. I disagree with everything you said, and I think you're a sneaky little worm. But that's besides the point. And I'm sure you think the same
you know,
thing
Lee,
about me.
we can't all be you. I do what I do. And how am I a sneaky little worm? I don't
Listen,
I feel like
you
I'm
guys
pretty
are
out
never
there.
going to be good with each other. That's a fact. I'm assuming, right,
Well,
guys?
no,
You guys are
I guess
never
I'm
really
just
going to be
curious.
good with each other.
All I do is just do videos on the mob and stuff. Like what
All
I
you
don't
do is
you ever
sneak
see me
around and
put your name in
you
titles,
sneak around
calling
in
me
chat
stuff?
rooms, giving people money that talk nasty shit and lies about other people. That's
First
what
of
you
all,
do.
I like his. I've been very happy with liking his Idaho content. I think it's good stuff. I like the true crime shit he talks about. Do you ever see me? Did you ever hear me call anyone names? I haven't called Angel a name ever.
I've heard you, Jeff. You get involved all
I
the
think
time.
she's delusional. But I told her to her face that. I would never call it Lee. I wouldn't call a man a name.
Well, Jeff, I'm just
You
glad
see
you
me
came
saying
on
about Tommy? You see me saying about you? I haven't said
Jeff, I'm
nothing.
just glad you came on here and told us about how you feel about the people that actually look at your show. That's greatly appreciated. At least they know.
Who?
You just have
The two people talking shit in your chat about me?
No,
Hold on,
people
I don't.
that I didn't
I
know,
open
people
it.
that were I'd never seen in my chat that came in and said they were disappointed you talked that way. And they
Lee,
wouldn't watch
if
the
they're
show
if
anymore.
they're here talking nonsense, I don't want them to watch my show. They can do something else with their time.
Jeff,
The
this is
people that
why
watch my show-
this is why you'll never make it in this business, Jeff.
But Lee, I get paid to do this. This is my job.
All good things come to an end.
I've been doing it for over a decade.
You've been conning people. You're a better con man than me.
Lee, listen. I'm gonna ask you nicely. Don't say stuff like that unless you can prove it. You shouldn't say it.
Okay. Well, listen.
You're
on
I don't
shows
say
that
I don't
say
say anything about
you're
you.
on shows that call me a lot of things.
But I don't do it.
The kidnapper.
But I haven't done it. But I haven't done it.
You're sitting there be giving money as that's being said.
But I haven't done it.
I've never been.
But I
charged.
haven't done it.
There's no kidnapping on my record. But you sit
Lee,
there and you laugh your ass off about it.
But I
You think
haven't
it's
done
funny.
it.
And you expect me to
haven't
be nice to you.
I don't expect you to be nice to me. I just don't want you to use my content, and I won't talk about you. It's pretty simple.
That's it.
Angel wants to say goodbye to you.
Yeah, Jeff, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, you didn't say bye to me, Angel. What happened?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So I just out of the clear blue sky came onto my my channel, started a show and started attacking you. Is that what you're saying? I started attacking you for no reason at all?
I've heard before you've done that, yes. She left.
Okay. Well, Jeff, thank you for coming on here.
But listen, thank you. Have a nice
You have
night.
a nice night. We have our agreement. I hope you stick with it. And you listen, Jeff, do me a favor, though. If you're going to talk about me and not use my name, I'm going to know you're talking about me.
But listen, Lee, here's what you have to remember. When I mention your name, that helps you a lot more than you mentioning my name.
Dude, your show does nothing for my show.
Come on. Lee,
I've had
right.
over 200 people in here for 3 hours.
Yep,
You've
fair
only
enough.
been here
You're
for an hour.
You're right. You're right.
My lives blow your lives away, dude.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't do lives.
Yeah, but when you do
I
that,
don't do lives. Very much ever.
okay. Well,
I did one live maybe in like
don't
2
think
weeks.
that you're more than what you are. Mark my words about this.
Lee.
I will be bigger than you in a year from now. Remember I said
Okay. I wish you luck. I hope you are.
Remember I said that.
Lee, I'm
You
very
have a
happy
nice-
with what I do for a living.
You have a
I
nice
don't.
night. Thank you for coming on.
You too. We'll bookmark that.
Okay.
As you can see, Lee, I kind of keep quiet with those things. I don't get much involved.
Angel,
But I'm
he left.
listening. I'm watching.
Lee,
yeah.
why did you kick me for?
I didn't do that. You did it to yourself.
He
I
probably
did
did
not.
it.
I didn't do
Angel, I
anything
did not kick you
good
off.
here. And I've been backstage the whole
Angel,
time.
I did not kick you off. You just jumped off. I was wondering why you jumped off.
I didn't jump off. I got knocked off.
Not by me.
Well, I don't know what happened, but
No, it wasn't by
I wanted
me.
to finish that conversation with him because no, he said he heard. See, that's the problem with everybody on here. They hear things instead of going and looking up and seeing for themselves. No, I've never once done that. I didn't just say, you know what? Let me just go start a fight with Jeff Nadu today. I never did that. So that's a lie. I'm so tired of all these people. I really don't care. I'm
Well, we
tired.
got to give him credit for coming on here.
And you know what? And the content that I have is not his. So, and even if it was his, I'd still show it, and I'm not going to get a strike, and I really don't care. So maybe I will look for it, and then I will show it.
I guess
And I
this
don't
had to
know-
happen. This all had to happen. This had to happen. This all had to happen tonight. There's a reason for it. It had to happen. But Angel, definitely keep going in that positive direction. Your show is incredible. I know
I
you
am
probably
in a positive direction. I only
Yeah.
call out people who lie.
Yeah.
And I want to say, Angela, I love you, Ange. She has my back no matter what, always.
Angel, was that right? I said Frankie grew up with your dad and Angela.
No, that's not true.
It wasn't. He
No, they didn't grow up together.
They didn't
No.
grow up together. They
No.
met each other later. Yeah.
Uh-huh. My Uncle Angelo and my dad grew up
All right.
together.
Right.
I mean, from children, little children.
Yeah. So this had to happen, Lee. I mean, you had to do what you did tonight.
Yeah.
Don't
Nothing you
hear
could
me
do.
complaining. You know what I'm all about.
You know, I stay in the background and just listen. You know,
I've been on I have never done a 2.5-hour show. Angel's rubbing off on me, Angel. You know.
Yeah. And I'm going to get off now because mine starts at 9. I'm going to change it to 9:15, I guess.
Okay. And I'll see you then. And you take care.
And I will expect you there, Lee Cole.
Oh, but I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
Everybody is welcome. You can come on.
Everybody's welcome. Please go there.
All right, Angel. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Damn.
Lee.
Tommy, I think that this show did really well tonight because you were here.
Get out of here.
How many did you pick up? How many subs did you pick up altogether?
Let's see what we got here. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we got here. I came on with 1,099. 9.
How much?
9. It looks like 9.
Good.
Nice. 11:07 right now.
And you know, I never do. But see, this is what I love about when you do this. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to show up.
Exactly.
And as much as I do not like Jeff, I got to give him credit for coming on here.
100%.
And that's that.
I just think the other young man was speaking of, you know, you have to understand, you got a lot of different personalities on here, right? Some are going to be respectful. Some are going to be disrespectful. Some are going to respect elders. Some are going to disrespect elders. So you have all different personalities going on.
When this whole thing was going on, you were sitting in the background drinking coffee, having wine, watching.
I will not. You know me, Lee. I don't entertain that stuff. You know that.
I want to, but don't. You're the type of guys I worry about. A guy that never bitches, moans, or says nothing.
That's what I said before. The ones that
when you're the type of guy that loses it, there's victims.
That's what you're crazy. But that's what I said before. Don't worry about the loud mouths. That's the quiet ones you got to watch.
No. I had a great time tonight.
No, it was good. It had to happen. The show had to happen the way it happened. We had good chat going on. You started out nice with a good story. You got right to your points. You hit your points in about 30 minutes. Me and MB came on nice. She said that she's alive. Angel came on. I came on. We had a good chat going back and forth, and you got into what you had to get into. It is what it is.
Yep.
And
Tommy, I'm gonna let you go, my man. You take care.
Right.
Thank you so
much.
later.
Thank you.
You have a nice
See you later. Yeah, bye.
Well, people, you never know what's going to happen on YouTube. I never seen that show coming. Ever did I expect that. And that's what happens. That's the great thing about YouTube. I want to thank everybody that's here, anybody that donated. I appreciate that. I had a good, wait, there's a private chat here. Let me make sure. Oh, BK. Okay. And people came up here. They said what they had to say. They debated what they had to debate. But people, I look at it this way. If you make your money off the mob and content, you shouldn't be calling them drug. You shouldn't be insulting the people that you make your money off of. You know, and that's, people do that because they have no answer. If you're there making money and you're right, and you're literally doing shows and you're bragging about these individuals, and all of a sudden you don't like them no more because you're in a debate, an argument. And we're talking about your whole channel is based on making money off mobsters. And then you say what you say. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, people. I don't understand why anybody. Well, we'll see what happens there. $5 from Colfidge Lee. Why does Garnet? Okay. Well, thank you guys. Everybody have a nice night. I appreciate everybody that came on here tonight. I had a great time. Thank you all. Please hit that like.